From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Here's something most window companies won't tell you. The window is only part of it. In Colorado, a well-built window can still fail if the installation isn't right. That's the part that determines what actually lasts. I trust Gravina's Window Center of Littleton because that's where the conversation starts. 50-plus years serving Denver, Colorado, and the Front Range. Right now, 25% off Infinity by Marvin Windows. Check them out at windowsforyourhome.com. That's windowsforyourhome.com.
Now is the best time to buy. Get ahead of the competition and get the deal you want on the home you really want. Maximize your savings with lowest rate for life, and if the market does improve, we can save you money without any additional lender fees or appraisal fees. We're here for you today and tomorrow and celebrating 30 years of helping homeowners with expanded approvals, low rates, credit improvements, and more. Call U.S. Mortgages at 303-LOW-RATE.
All loans subject to approval and change. License number 392126.
When a semi-truck hits you, it's not always just a fender bender. First, it's the missed work. Then the medical bills pile up. And these big rig companies can move fast with teams of lawyers, investigators, and denials. If you're not ready, you're already behind. At the Berg Simpson Law Firm, we've handled these cases for decades. So if you've been struck by an 18-wheeler, call us at Berg Simpson today.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Unlock the savings at Boost Mobile. Get unlimited wireless for $25 a month forever and keep your phone. Unlock the savings at boostmobile.com/unlock. Restrictions apply. Info at boostmobile.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Sharp criticism.
Mark Schlereth a pansy.
Cries for help.
Dude, wake up.
No.
I need better from you.
And a little bit of tough love.
If the truth gives you a wedgie, then you know what? Buy better underpants.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
There's a fire, call the fireman. If you're in pain, baby, call a doctor.
It was about, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 minutes after the Avalanche had finished off that thrilling come-from-behind win to knock off the Wild, advance to the Western Conference Finals. I got a text from our guy, our producer, Johnny Fever, a.k.a. Johnny Whiplash, and he sent it out to the entire group. He's like, how the bleep am I supposed to fall asleep after that one? I don't blame you. You great 6 a.m. listeners, best of the bunch here on the Fan, are waking up a little bit bleary-eyed after that one last night. Try coming down from that one. One of the most thrilling Avalanche playoff games you can maybe ever remember. It was that good. It was that great. It was that exciting. And for the first time since 2008, the Colorado Avalanche celebrate and win a series at home. And we are here to talk about it with you. Good morning to Brandon Stokley. How we doing?
Hey, buddy. Good to have you back. Doing great. Yeah, what a win that was. That was awesome. I can't believe that's the first series they've closed out at home since 2008.
That's correct.
That's unbelievable. It's crazy. Well done. Awesome. What a game. To come back the way they came back, obviously, in the playoffs is great, but it finishes the series off, right, which makes it even more special. So moving on to the Western Conference Finals now, that was a big one. Didn't want to go back to Minnesota. No. Oh, get on the plane, have to travel over there. Never know what was going to happen. So great job finding a way. Didn't look good early, but find a way to get it done. That's what good teams do, and that's what the Avs did.
Well, we are here to get a lot of reaction to it. Nathan McKinnon, the hero, with that I mean, you had people all around the hockey world, current players, former players, probably watching that game and just shaking their head in amazement that in that moment, you know, you're down and it's that frenzied atmosphere that exists when you've pulled the goalie at 6-on-5 and he just calmly, coolly waits, picks his spot, assassin sniper-like, just puts it upstairs with just a sliver of an opening. I mean, that was sick. That was sick, and further proving that for all the Connor McDavid love out there, which I think is over the top and over exaggerated. McKinnon continues to be the guy that comes through in the biggest moments.
Yeah, I mean,
sick.
Obviously, what a shot that was. Great job by who was Natchez. With he had the last 2 goals, 2 assists.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is what McKinnon does. That's why he is who he is. So, what a shot that was, and in big moments, your guys have to step up, and he certainly stepped up there.
And how about on that? You mentioned Natchez. How about on the overtime winner? He said after the game, normally you get the tap on the back, right, from the coach. You're up, go in next, that type of thing. But he recognized that they were short a man out there on the ice in overtime, and nobody was going out. So he just jumped over the boards and jumped into the play, got the puck with all that open ice where he's so dangerous, and found Brett Kulak.
Who?
Brett Kulak.
Oh, Brett.
Who, by the way, making NHL history as the only player to have played 25 or more games with 3 different teams in one season. How about that? Edmonton, Pittsburgh, and the Avs.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good for him. And we talked about the under the radar guys that were playing big for the Avs. And certainly you look up and you see what that shot in that moment and finishing the game off by a guy that I don't know. Like you said, he's on his 3rd team this year. Just remarkable. Remarkable, the guys that have stepped up for the Avs. And when you have a great team, it's not just the McKinnons and the McCarrs. The other guys have to step up, and that's what they've been doing for the Avs. So, big-time win. That was awesome.
Stoke, in this series, 5 different games, 16 different Avs scored. Think about that. I mean, depth. If you want to get, from me, the biggest takeaway in this series, other than the fact that it's got to be Wedgwood's goal.
What are we doing?
Are
we sure?
No. Am I sure? No. No. But it should be. No. It should be, though.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yes, it should be.
It should be.
I don't think they ever should have made the change.
I agree.
That was odd. After 6 straight games of Wedgwood, why would you make the change? It worked out for him, though. That was the thing. It worked out for him, but certainly it wasn't working out in Game 5. Didn't look good from Blackwood. And that was the concern going into the game yesterday was when he gets bad, when it starts going bad for him, it gets really bad.
Yes.
Blackwood.
Yes.
Chaos.
Yes.
But, Bednar got bailed out in a big way by Wedgwood and the rest of the guys on that team.
Yeah. We all love our guy Bedsy, but there was a lot of genius move by Bednar to recognize and to pull Blackwood after that first period. He gets credit for sparking. Whoa, I mean, he kind of dug the hole in the first place.
Right. He had no other choice in that moment.
Right.
And you're right.
I mean,
he's the one that's playing goaltender roulette here.
Right.
When he didn't have to. He never had to go to Blackwood.
No.
It wasn't that bad. He's the one that made the move, and it did work out in Game 4. Game 4, yes.
Yes.
But obviously it wasn't working out in Game 5, and now you just got to stay the course.
I would hope so.
Wedgwood,
I would hope so.
Unless it's a complete mess. You have to.
Well, we shall see. The Avs will await the winner of Vegas and Anaheim for the Western Conference Finals. The Avalanche passed that bugaboo for them, the second round. They are past it. They are 8-1, which, by the way, if you look at the other 3 Avalanche Stanley Cup winning teams, this 8-1 start is the best through 2 rounds compared to those teams that won the Stanley Cup. So 8-1, Game 6 coming up tonight between Anaheim and Vegas, and
Who do we
shall
want?
see.
Who do you want?
I would love Anaheim because they're young, they're going to play wide open, and it will be fun hockey. Vegas, I think Vegas lives a little bit in the heads of Avs fans maybe because of reputation, because of what's happened in the past. But look, I said all along that the second round series, whoever wins the second-round series and comes out of the Central is going to be the team that goes to the Stanley Cup Finals. And so nothing has changed through these 2 rounds to change my mind on that. I won't get too far ahead of myself, but feel real good about the Avs steamrolling their way towards the Stanley Cup.
Really happy.
See who they play there. We want to get your reaction to it all. The RamosLaw.com text line is open, 303-713-1043. The Denver Sports YouTube chat is available as well, powered by Shop Honda. And what a game, what a comeback. Is this the kind of win that shows there's just something special happening with this team? That's next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Shaq and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate, and there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567, 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Hey, Broncos country, I'm Terrell Davis, and I'm here with Donnie, owner of the Fitness Gallery. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. Work out on your schedule from the privacy of your own home. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
You're ready to make fitness fit your schedule. Don't wait. Secure pre-tariff pricing today.
You never regret buying quality. Visit Colorado's largest fitness store, Fitness Gallery, and get started on your goals today.
Usually when something sounds way too good to be true, it is. Imagine someone says they can cut your mobile bill in half. Sounds like a fantasy, but with Xfinity Mobile, it's the real deal, because when you have Xfinity Internet, you can cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. That's a lot of streaming, sharing, scrolling, and whatever else you can do with your phone. All for half price and none of the commitment. That means you'll save big over Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. It's wild. Now all you have to do is think about how you'll spend all that extra money. Call 1-800-XFINITY, go to XfinityMobile.com, or visit a local Xfinity store to switch today. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Savings compared to one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees extra, $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 300 new Toyota Tacomas, only $399 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. $399 a month Tacomas, built for the Rockies. Priced for you. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here, go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. Zero security deposit. Unapproved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 6/126.
Smart homeowners know that proper maintenance of their home's AC can save a bundle in the long run. Trust our comfort specialists at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to keep your AC running strong. A proactive tune-up can actually help your AC run more efficiently and save you money on your electric bill. Call 855-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com. We won't leave you waiting. Sing it with me.
Always on time, or you don't pay it time. Always on time, or you don't pay it time.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Dan Jacobs with the tale of two cousins. They were both in the same accident. One cousin said she didn't need a lawyer. And when the insurance company offered her $3,000 and said they would pay all of her medical bills, that cousin was very upset because she cashed that check. And when the medical bills kept coming in, the insurance company was long gone. The other cousin called 303-LAW-4040. She was offered $30,000. And when we said no way, the judge used scare tactics trying to get her to accept the lowball offer. That's where a lot of lawyers will try and get their clients to cave in, but not us. We said that's fine. We'll tell her story to a jury. Before we could even get up and walk out of the room, that case settled for $1.1 million. That cousin was very happy. The insurance companies work for their shareholders. At 303-LAW-4040, we work for you. You don't have to feel guilty about asking for what's fair. We hope you never need us, but accidents do happen, so go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303-LAW-4040.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Mountain High Appliances Clearance Center. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. Save up to 60% on brand new appliances from Bosch, GE, LG, KitchenAid, and more. Amazing savings on out-of-box, discontinued, and floor models. Plus, we'll match any local competitor's price. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough night at the start, but the good news is we were down early and we had time to come back. It wasn't too late to come back, and we figured it's a long time for someone to hold a lead against us. We have confidence in our game. We could get it going.
Nate McKinnon, after the thrilling overtime win for the Avs that wraps up the series in 5 games. Minnesota, see you. Next up, Vegas or Anaheim in the Western Conference Finals. Here to get your reaction throughout the course of the morning on the RamosLaw.com text line. Nate Dogg's goal was hockey porn. What an amazing finish by the Avs. Glad to see that second and third lines are keeping them in games. That's Luke in Erie. By far one of the best hockey games I've witnessed in some time. Brought those feelings back from the Detroit versus Avs series. Absolutely amazing with no giving up. Some reaction on our Denver Sports YouTube chat presented by Champ Honda. Maddington 85 turns out Mile High Magic isn't just for the Broncos. Go Avs. Roy Osborne 1066. I was about ready to shut off the TV. I'll admit it. Glad I didn't go. Avs go. And that's a great observation there by Nathan McKinnon. Were you feeling it, Brandon Stokley? They were down 3-0. Terrible first period. But when they came out and immediately showed that they were different starting the second period, had a new jump, a new tenacity. Did you feel like 3-0 was insurmountable, or did you still feel decently confident at that point?
No, I wasn't confident at all. I mean, I not at all. I mean, they didn't. Then you have to make a goalie switch, and what is that going to look like? What is Wedgwood going to? How is he going to perform now with getting benched last game and not playing last game, and then all of a sudden you're throwing him into the mix in this one, and you're down 3-0. Wasn't ideal. No, I wasn't very confident at all. Even there late in the third, I mean, you scored, with over 16 minutes into the third, so you only had, 3.5 minutes left or whatever it was. So I was not confident that they were going to be able to get one in there. And then they got that second, and then, a minute or two later they got the third. But, no, I wasn't feeling confident at all. Mike, you?
Well, it felt, 3-0. You're sitting there, and you're like, wow. But I kind of just felt get on the board, get the momentum back, change the energy in the building, make it 3-1, and see where that goes. And so when they got the goal to make it 3-1, I'm like, all right, here we go. I thought that third period they just would continue to roll, right? But the third period got off to a weird start. It was just kind of sluggish. There was a lot of whistles and face-offs and pucks going up into the netting, and there was just no flow. And I'm like, man, this is playing perfectly for Minnesota. And you were starting to wonder, would they run out of time? But there was always that. I just always had the feeling if they could just get that second goal, make it 3-2, leave enough time on the clock, because at that point you saw that Minnesota, once the second period started, Minnesota was like just trying to bleed the clock. They were just trying to hold on. They were just trying to play defense and hold on to that 3-0 lead. And my hope, my feeling was at some point with them going into that shell, if you could just keep applying the pressure, maybe hopefully it would break. But, yeah, no, you're right. When it was 3-1, even when they get the goal to make it 3-2, they pull the goalie. And if you've been watching the hockey playoffs, pulling the goalie, the empty net, has not worked for many teams. Most of the time you end up giving up one or two empty net goals the other way and end up getting beat. But, hey, they kept their composure. They found a way to get it done. A masterful shot by McKinnon. And once it went in overtime, didn't you feel like – although how fun was it? I mean, this Michael McCarron doofus, the way he flopped around on the ice like a soccer/NBA player, and he took the butt in from Josh Manson, and then going on and doubling down on his comments not once but twice about talking about Manson. Everybody knows he's a dirty player. Where this
not
guy
very well respected.
This guy's been a goon most of his career, and he had that.
He's a dirty player.
He had that wide open shot like seconds into overtime. And he, stumbles over his skates, and he's falling down. He ends up whiffing on the shot. I'm like, there you go, clown.
Yeah. What a way to finish it off. Once they went into overtime, yeah, you felt good about it. I mean, Minnesota, when you are in their situation and you're up 3-0, and then next thing you know, you give up 2 late goals, and you're going to overtime, yeah, it's over. They had no chance at that point. So great job of finishing that series off. We talked a lot about it yesterday. Did not want to go back to Minnesota. Did not want to get on a plane, get some rest, get ready for the Western Finals, and finish this series off. It wasn't pretty though. No, I wasn't confident until McKinnon got that goal. And once he got that goal, now you felt like you had all the momentum and you were going to be able to finish it off. But before that, it just even when they got that one in the second, they weren't doing anything in the third. Nothing was going on, and so you're like, well, it's just not going to be their night tonight. And they got the second, and great job on figuring it out and finding a way to tie it up.
You've been on some really great teams. I don't know how you look at it as a former player, but I wonder if the fans out there feel this way. Is this the kind of win that shows that there's just something special happening with this team, that these are the type of wins you look back after you've won a championship and you're like, okay, that's when we knew that this team was really made of the right kind of stuff? Because, we've seen the Avalanche be dominant in their wins in the playoffs. We've seen them answer the bell after a poor performance. But to be able to pull off this kind of comeback and win the way that they did, I mean, it just seems like it's just another brick you put in the wall that just shows, man, this team is made of the right stuff.
Yeah, I think you're all over it. You look back at the Broncos when they won it, and you think about, okay, what game? There was a couple of them, and obviously, I think about the regular season and the way they were able to beat New England.
Yeah,
right,
in the snow.
In overtime.
Yep.
And so there's always a couple games that you can look back on. But certainly I think this one, yes, when it's all said and done, and hopefully they're, winning it all, you look back at this series, you look back at that comeback at home, finishing off the series, and in the fashion that they did, statement game, but also one of those games that you say, okay, that was special.
We'll continue to get your reaction to this thrilling game at number 5, series-clinching win. We'll hear from the unlikely overtime hero, Brett Kulak. We'll also touch on the Broncos' schedule release. What are we looking for? Something was making kind of a juicy rumor was making its way around social media last night. I wonder if this is something Stokes rooting for to happen. Summer's calling. We're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You'll get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today.
Down 3 goals. The Avalanche refuse to quit. Colorado storms back from a 3-0 deficit, forces overtime, and wins it in thrilling fashion to eliminate Minnesota. Incredible! And punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Ball Arena erupted as the Avs completed an unforgettable rally for the ages. Now, the quest for the cup rolls on. Your Avs are just 8 wins away from Lord Stanley. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Now that it's nice outside, I can't wait to spend time at my favorite outdoor oasis right in my own backyard. With my custom built-in grill island, comfy patio furniture, and blazing fire pit from O.W. Lee, I may never want to leave. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio to let you know that we'd love to help you create your very own outdoor oasis in your backyard. Lairs offers the widest variety of top-quality O.W. Lee furniture and fire pits. With a great selection of in-stock items along with our custom ordering process, you can choose the exact style and color that will make your patio sizzle this summer. Lairs also sells the top names in quality barbecue grills and accessories to help you create an outdoor kitchen that will be the envy of your neighborhood. Lair Fireplace and Patio is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in barbecues and outdoor furniture. Family owned and operated since 1954. Go to LairFireplacePatio.com and see why O.W. Lee is the most sought-after name in quality outdoor furniture and fire pits. That's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's outdoor room experts.
Visit any of Lair Fireplace and Patio's beautiful showrooms.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was at
in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Nashville Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with the purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1 Full Synthetic or Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil for $35.95. Plus, buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Spring dust, pollen, and debris clog Denver's ACs. Fix It 24/7 Spring AC Deep Clean removes buildup. First-time customers pay $39. Book now at fixmyhome.com before summer heat hits.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Massive biceps.
Your arms look big. I don't know if it's fat or muscle.
You watch, not you.
Minor accomplishments.
I did yoga yesterday. I signed up and took a yoga class yesterday.
And having each other's backs.
Mrs. S. Lana, Stoke's playing golf today, and Stoke has no intention of going appliance shopping with you.
Here's the deal.
Just so you know.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Feels like a Monday after a big Broncos win. Reaction pouring into that just thrilling Avs series clinching overtime win over Minnesota. Jared Bednar breaking down the comeback.
I think the belief started to grow when we, it just starts with one shift, and then we were able to sustain it, and our second period was fantastic, right? Like it just was. And so you got a lot of guys back on board, I think, at that point. And it's leadership, it's guys digging in personally as a line, just kind of trying to figure it out on the fly.
You've been part of big comebacks, I'm sure, in the past. What has to happen for a big comeback to occur?
Yeah, usually just start getting some momentum, get some confidence, and so I think that's the biggest thing is you need to make a play. Someone just needs to make a play, and so you can get that confidence going. And because sometimes things just don't go your way, and you saw that in the first where things just weren't going their way, and no one was stepping up and making any plays, and Blackwood wasn't doing anything, and it just kind of snowballed from there. But at a certain point, you just need, like you mentioned earlier, you just need to get one. Find a way to get one, get that confidence going, get that momentum going, and they did, but they didn't even build off of that for a long time until late in the third. So, and I think, it was almost like the Nuggets when they blew that lead against Minnesota in Game 7. When you're at home, sometimes it can be a disadvantage when things aren't going your way, and certainly the way they started that game, it's not a positive to be at home. It can be a negative at that point because you feel the nervousness from the fan base. But it's just got to make one play, and try to get that momentum and that confidence going.
And a lot of times in hockey, it's not like it's not a goal. It's a really strong shift. It's a big hit. It's a lot of times why you see, a fight occur, to try to get some energy going. But you weren't going to get that kind of boost in a game like that. But it had to be the little things, right? It had to be winning battles. It had to be sustaining and stringing together some good shifts. And then you start to do that. Then the energy starts to pick up. Then, Bednar was saying that McKinnon was very vocal on the bench after they had fallen behind 3-0 about the idea of just, keep chipping away, keep making a play. And once they did, it started to roll. The good news was I get what you're saying, that they get the goal to make it 3-1, and then it was like, okay, you kept waiting for that second one, kept waiting, and then you're watching that third period, and you're looking up, 14 minutes left, 11 minutes left, 9 minutes left. You're like, come on, let's go. But the good news was at that point, I didn't really have any fear of Minnesota scoring to make it, 4-1 and put it away. So it was always just like, I'm confident it's going to stay at 3. Now it's just, can you get that second goal, and can you do it with enough time to go get the equalizer? And then when they scored with 3.5 left to make it through 3-2, I'm like, okay, you still got some time now. And Minnesota, who's been playing back on their heels for 2 periods now they're really going to be back on their heels. You pull the goalie, and you see what happens. And then in overtime, Brett Kulak. Everybody does the little pool right before overtime. Who do you think's going to score the overtime winner? And, of course, it's all the big names. But nobody had Brett Kulak on their bingo card when it came to being the unlikely hero.
Yeah, I mean, you always like to dream about it. But like you say, the player I am, I'm not the guy everyone's looking down the bench at. Like, all right, get out there and go win it for us. So, no, it's been good. It was a tough series. That's a good team over there. So for us to play the way we did and get the job done, and then just for me, that was a special goal in my career for sure.
Stoke, over these years where we've seen the Avalanche, save for winning the Cup, struggle to get out of the second round, it's always been, what are they missing? What are they missing? And for me, it's always been every year one of the most biggest holes, biggest flaws has been the lack of secondary scoring. Getting those contributions from other guys so that you're not a 1-line or 2-line reliant team. Getting contributions up and down the lineup. This was on steroids, this series. An NHL record, 16 different goal scorers in this series. 5 games, not a 7-game series. 5 games. They'd already tied the record for 15 different goal scorers through 4. And they set the record with 16 in Game 5. So just contributions up and down the lineup, and you look for the reasons why this team is different than maybe some past Avalanche teams. Start right there.
Yeah, I love it. Obviously, the moves that they have made over the last couple years to add the depth, the moves that they made this year, bringing back Kadri and the other moves that they made for depth, and because you can't just have the 1 or 2 guys carrying this team throughout the playoffs. It's not going to work that way. We've seen that, and but what management has done, the front office has done to add the pieces necessary, and we saw it during the regular season, and then they kept adding. And what a way to finish off that series. That was awesome. Now you're heading to the Western Conference Finals. You get to sit back and rest up a little bit, get ready to go. So finally got out of the second round. Second time in the last, 10 years or so?
Yeah.
Great job. It wasn't easy either. You look up, it's 4-1 series, Mike, but that was a lot closer series than 4-1. That's what it felt like to me.
The schedule release coming out today in the NFL. All the NFL social media teams will find out what they have in store.
Does Payton Manning?
He's got to. Do you have any inside information?
I don't. No, I don't. We'll just wait and see. I'm not even going to try to get any.
Well, we'll find out.
Peyton Manning or Sir Lewis?
Boy.
Please, no, Sir Lewis. That was terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Let's just go back to Peyton.
Exactly. I completely agree. So this one's kind of interesting, and it was floating around last night. Warren Sharp from Sharp Football, who he put this out there, and he didn't. I didn't see it anywhere else, so I'm still waiting for more confirmation. But this would be juicy if it was. He has the Broncos playing Thanksgiving weekend on Black Friday. They now have the Black Friday game on Amazon. And he's got the Broncos, from what he understands, Broncos playing at Pittsburgh on Black Friday.
At Pittsburgh.
At Pittsburgh.
Oh, that would be cool to have it here, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Okay, great. I
But
love
I
it.
see no other confirmation. So this was just.
So you're not 99% sure that's going to happen. You wouldn't go that far on this one.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, just double checking.
But-
All right, great. I mean, if that's the way it is, I mean, I don't think they just made it up, did they? Do they have a source within Pittsburgh?
He did not cite a source, no.
According to these sources.
But it involves the Steelers, which probably involves Aaron Rodgers, which probably involves Mark.
Right.
So
Mark.
maybe Warren Sharp got it from Mark.
You're getting the wiener hand.
Wow.
I don't know.
Mark sources.
So we'll find out if there's anything to that. But that one's kind of intriguing, right?
Yeah, would you like it?
Sure. Would I like it? You like that?
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
I think it'd be great. Friday, day after Thanksgiving.
Sure. Sit around, full belly.
No shopping. No.
No.
You got to hunker down.
Yeah.
Get ready to go.
Get
for
ready to go.
Black Friday game.
No.
What?
And I think it'd be around 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask.
So we'll find out.
Afternoon game, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'd rather be at night.
So we'll see if there's anything to that rumor. Coming up, we'll open up the text lines, give you as fans a chance to react, your thoughts, your observations, your takeaways from that thrilling overtime win that clinches the series and sends the Avs on to the Western Conference Finals. That's next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, how many of you guys at you're a certain age, but in your mind you just feel like you're younger? You just refuse to acknowledge the age. Well, how about feeling younger? There's no reason you can't, especially since it's likely low testosterone is holding you back. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic are experts at treating men's health issues like low T, and I know that because they started treating me a few years ago with great results. For me, my low T showed up running out of gas later in the day. Other symptoms might include brain fog, sleeping badly, unproductive workouts, lots of sex drive. Nothing to feel bad about. We guys in our early to mid-30s start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. It's why you should meet the compassionate pros at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues. Start thinking and feeling younger. Schedule a consult, just $99. Meet with a Colorado licensed medical provider. Start low T treatment that day. Your entire office visit is free. 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Any jewelry store can sell you a diamond.
But there's only one family jeweler in Colorado that was literally
built on them.
In fact, we've sold more diamonds to more couples for more years than any other jeweler in Denver. I'm Steve Williams.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Shayna Williams. That's why we built Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, an entire store totally dedicated to celebrating your love.
All the world's top bridal designers, 10 times of certified loose diamonds.
And Denver's true diamond experts, like me, who will share their knowledge and passion and how to get the most diamond for your money, guaranteed.
So whether you're looking for the perfect diamond engagement ring,
or that second diamond celebrating a love of many years,
we have the perfect diamond for you.
That's why every day more couples say will you with Williams.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
I'm Rob Wilhite. If you've been in a car accident, you need experience that wins. For almost 50 years in Colorado, my firm has recovered over $1 billion for crash victims. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's WilhiteWins.com.
Cecil Lammy here for my friends at SodaDietNutrition.com. Now, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds because of soda, and I'm never going back. I've never gained the weight back. I never will, because SodaDietNutrition.com, they taught me how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. It's simply magnificent. I want you to call them up, 866-800-SODA, where you can join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Soda weight loss is now SodaDietNutrition.com, and you've got to have these guys on your side, because the weight loss journey, it can be tough. There can be struggles. Having a real nutritionist there available via text to help you out with any sort of questions, concerns, sometimes just straight up encouragement. It's SodaDietNutrition.com, and there's no mystery pills, mystery injections, any mystery chemicals you're putting in your body. You're doing it the right way. Learn how. Join the program. SodaDietNutrition.com, 866-800-SODA, because SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, including MPG MVPs and Toyota certified with full warranties. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Don't wait. 50 vehicles priced under $15,000 won't last. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 6/1/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply. With approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
This year, tackle all your gardening projects like a pro with Permagreen Organics, made right here in Colorado. Our new Permagreen Pro line includes everything from topsoil to sheep and peat. Buy local, buy Permagreen Pro soil amendments, and remember, you don't need a miracle, you need Permagreen.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Caffeine Kicks.
You're drinking from a cup of coffee that's clearly not yours. Right. Because on the side it says, Mama needs more coffee.
Selective Amnesia.
I mean, things come out of my mouth. I don't remember from segment to segment what I said.
And oversimplification.
Mike used to be intelligent before he started working with me, and I've dumbed him down.
He has dumbed me down a lot. I'll be honest, it's going to be hard to dumb me down.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mark will be along here coming up in about 12 minutes, giving you a chance to react to last night's thrilling overtime win that sends the Avs on to the Western Conference Finals. But first, we got a request here, Brandon Stokley. Guys, it's Omar. Good morning. Back to my cleaning job from my plumbing job. Today marks 5 weeks, no days off. I need me some Cody to get going.
I'll give you a Cody update then, my man. Omar? That's his name?
Omar.
Yeah. Cody's birthday today, Mike.
All right.
Cody's birthday, 8 years old. Cody was up this morning. When I got up, he got up and he I hear him hitting on the little bathroom door or whatever, and he strolled in. He was looking to pee somewhere. I know it.
He didn't stroll in. He strutted.
He strutted.
He swaggered in.
And I know he was looking to just, pee somewhere in the bathroom. And then I walked in the kitchen, and what did I see? Fresh pee from Cody. And I didn't have time to clean it up. So
of course not.
That's going to be for the wife to do.
Of course, that's what you do.
And so yeah, 3-clip Stokley. That's the start of Cody's birthday. 8 years old, still balling,
still marking his territory.
Yep.
Still showing people who's boss.
Yep.
Not going to slow me down.
No, he was getting better too. He was getting better. I thought we had turned the corner on him relieving himself in the house, but I guess not. I guess we haven't. So, there's your Cody update.
Okay, there you go. Omar, go about your day. Make it a good one. Let's see, some reaction from last night's game. RamosLaw.com text line. Well, hopefully that will put an end to the revolving goalie plan once and for all. It's got to, right? It's got to. Boy, watching Blackwood, and it's not personal. I mean, Mackenzie Blackwood seems like a really good guy, and he's done a lot of good things, but it started by the latter part of the season for me, Stoke, that even when he would play a couple good games, for me it was like it just feels like it's just lurking there. It's a ticking time bomb ready to go off that this guy's just going to have a bad game. And when he's bad, he's bad.
Yeah.
And so much for him is I get the sense that he's just not confident. He'll get too deep in his crease. He'll be flopping around. I mean, he made a glove save yesterday that wasn't that hard, but like he made the glove save and then he fell down and he sprawled, and it was like he was giving up juicy rebounds. There was an easy glove save that he should have made that he dropped. He just dropped it, and that led to a goal. So at this point, how do you go back to him? I mean, you got to ride with Wedgie now the rest of the way. It's got to be his crease.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see any scenario where you go back to Blackwood, unless it gets really, really bad for Wedgwood. So, but I don't see that happening. I mean, Wedgwood's got to be your guy moving forward, right? I mean, there's just I can't see of a situation where Bednar says, okay, yep, we're looking for a spark here. We're going to start Blackwood. I just don't see that happening. And we tried it. He tried it. And it worked for Game 4. But obviously it wasn't even close to being good enough last night. So I mean, the answer is pretty clear here. It's got to be Wedgwood moving forward. He is the guy that gives this team the best chance to win. Blackwood, you're right, Mike. The lack of confidence, I mean, when it gets going bad, it goes really, really bad. And I think it's a situation where, okay, you're not playing anymore during the playoffs, and hopefully next year he can get his confidence back. But this year, it's over.
Yeah,
this is Wedgwood's
It sure feels
goal.
like that, and just the way the crowd just reacts to Wedgie, especially when they're at home. The crowd just reacts to Wedgie in a way that they just don't react to Blackwood. That you could just tell
he's the underdog.
You could just tell that Wedgwood, at least for the people in that arena. I guess I can't speak for all of Avs country, but Avs Nation, Avs faithful, Avs territory, but. For the people that are inside that barn, he's the people's choice. He is, and therefore there's the different energy that accompanies what Wedgwood does than what Blackwood does. Let's see, we got some more here. Dan Woodcock 02 putting in Wedgie was huge. That third period was bonkers. Talk about a Broncos down kind of comeback. And then one more here. It's just so much reaction pouring in. David in Arvada. What made the game winner was Natchez using the goal cage to disrupt the Wild defenseman, turning the play into an odd-man rush so Natchez could clearly see the flow. Yeah, and we mentioned this earlier. Natchez said after the game, I wasn't supposed to be out there. But I looked up, and we were short a man, so I just jumped over the boards and went. And he got the puck with open space, and there aren't too many prettier skaters to watch in the NHL with open ice than Marty Natchez. Like, McKinnon is just like there's a rocket strapped to his butt that just you can't take your eyes off him. But there is a speed, grace, fluidity, smoothness to Marty Natchez. And when I saw him with the puck with open ice, I'm like, uh-oh, something good is going to happen. I did not think.
Attractive.
Yeah, very attractive. I did not think it was going to go to Brett Kulak, but he got the open net, and he drilled it, and he did not miss. So the Avalanche win. We're getting your reaction throughout the course of the morning. Mark will join us to get his thoughts and continue to look ahead to the schedule release for the Broncos. That's all coming up next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
How about 60 seconds that'll make you actually feel good for a change? Hey, Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. You've heard me talk about the best free meal in Denver. And I had some listeners that had heard me talk about how I used to love to make brisket, but with outrageous beef prices, we just couldn't afford to do it anymore. We can't afford to feed that many people. Well, a guy, Barbecue Bob, showed up to one of our first and third Thursdays with a couple $1,000s of brisket so he could just help people. We're going to make free brisket here coming up in the next couple months for our best free meal in Denver. And then another guy, Fred, who runs the Ace Hardwares over on Gartrell Road and Arapahoe Crossing. He said, from now on, all your fuel you need for that barbecue is on me. And another guy, Bobby Hancock from IHOP. He fed our volunteers and gave thousands of dollars worth of gift certificates to our people that take advantage of the best free meal in Denver. If you want to help, you can. Just spread the word. It's the best free meal in Denver every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road. And if you have any questions, just call us at 303 Law 4040.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses, plus free delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
You're hearing this right now. So are your customers. That's radio. It still works. But your customers don't live in one place anymore. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest game on their TV. Tomorrow, they're deep in the most popular podcast in the country. Next week, all three, all over again. We built one campaign that reaches them everywhere. Radio, streaming TV, podcasts, all under one roof. All measured, all working together. That's not a pitch. That's a system. DenverSports.com. Let's build yours.
Stoke here for ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Are you in the market for a new air conditioner? Well, hold on. You need to think about a heat pump. My team at ROX are Colorado's heat pump experts and rebate specialists. Get up to $12,000 in energy rebates and credits. These savings are incredible, but they're only available for a limited time. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX rocks heating and air.
Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years with some of the best deals in their history. May 15th and 16th, $66 oil changes on any Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, or Volvo. Used cars from $6,600, leases from $366 a month. And on Saturday, May 16th, there'll be a car show, free food and prizes for the whole family. Your cherry on top, Ford and Lincoln employee pricing all month. You pay what they pay. May 15th and 16th, Highway 36 in Wadsworth, sthmotors.com. Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years to gain everything you want out of a dealership.
The upgrade you've been dreaming of at a price you didn't expect. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. This Memorial Day, get a 4-piece stainless kitchen for only $19.99. Get a GE front-load washer and dryer for only $15.98. Save $900. Or shop our clearance center and save up to 60%. Plus, we'll match any local competitor's price. The best service and the best prices. Why go anywhere else?
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Your medication for enlarged prostate is working. That's what you tell yourself. You're up 3 times a night instead of 5. The urgency is manageable. The stream's not great, but it's fine. That's the problem. Fine. Enlarged prostate, or BPH, doesn't pause because the medication takes the edge off. The prostate keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder. And over time, those changes can be harder to reverse. But surgery? Not for you, right? Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing. It's the only ultrasound-guided, robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Don't wait until things become unbearable. Find an Aquablation urologist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567. 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
When production shifts, your workforce has to keep up. Express Employment Professionals is your best resource for hiring. Find your local team at expresspros.com and hire differently.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
I don't want goalie controversy heading into Game 6. You go out and you don't perform well tonight, and then you're going to Minnesota for Game 6, and you look up, what is Bednar going to do? Blackwood goes out and gives up 6, and they lose 6-2. Just say you get whipped. Then you have to go to Wedgwood, but what is his confidence level at right now?
Into the slot, score! Johansson! Just 34 seconds in. What an opening shift for the Minnesota Wild. Sturm towards the net. The redirect, they score! It's Foligno! And now Sturm blocks it across. 3-0!
It's a big rebound given up by Blackwood.
It's Nick Foligno again. Wow.
Just striving for excellence all season from the first day of camp, but I think losing the way we did last season, I mentioned it can kind of bring your team a little closer.
There's Burns out of the right point. The Avalanche are on the board. The redirect by Parker Kelly. It's now 3-1 Minnesota. Now Waugh. Back out for Devon Taves. Score! Deflected in front by Fleury. And the Avalanche have pulled one out goal. Out to the point for Burns. Paulson comes to Natchez. 6 Davis on the ice for the Avs. Here's McKinnon shooting one. He scores! He scores! The Avalanche tie the game at 3. For Kaprizov. Cross ice goal. He couldn't get the stick on it. Quickly ahead into the Minnesota zone. It's Natchez. Shot. Score! Kulak wins it. The Avalanche move on.
Oh, man. Sports, baby. Sports. Greatest reality TV there is. And I got chills just listening to all that. Great job putting that all together, Johnny Whiplash. Great job there with that as the Avalanche falling behind 3-0, looking awful in the process. And Stokes' words of warning are ringing in everybody's ears. And we're thinking, another missed opportunity to close out a series at home. We were thinking this was going to be the first time since 2008 that the Avalanche would clinch a series at home. Didn't look like it was going to happen. Have to go back to St. Paul on Friday to try to get it done. But the Avs did not panic. They kept talking. They kept the energy up. And they just slowly started to chip away. And then the heroics at the end. And the Avalanche in a thrilling, boy, if you were there, lucky you type of night. They get it done, and they are on to the Western Conference Finals. We're here to talk about it with you. Got Brandon Stokley to my left. I got Mark Schlereth to my right. Stoke, since Cody is turning 8 today, we'll have you get the honors of kicking this off. Just your biggest takeaways from this thrilling overtime classic.
Just the resilience of this team. Not only were you down 3-0, but you replaced your goalie, and you had no momentum. But they just have something about them. And to be able to come back in the fashion that they did and score those two late ones to tie it up. Just remarkable. McKinnon, what a shot that was. What a goal that was. But all the guys that have stepped up, Mark, we talked a lot about it yesterday. Just the guys, the role players that just have stepped up throughout the playoffs, throughout the course of this year. And you see it again last night. What a win that was.
Huge win. Unbelievable move, pulling Blackwood, putting in Wedgie. And I know we only faced 7 shots, but, I mean, come on. Blackwood faced 13, gave up 3 goals. So I know, that was a big-time move. And can we now just put a squelch to the tandem goaltending? This is Wedgie's crease.
Are you giving Bednar credit for that move? I mean, he's the one that put the Avs in that situation about making the move.
He put him in that situation, but I'll give him credit for recognizing. One of the things I always say when it comes to drafting a guy like in the NFL and coming to the realization that, oh my God, we screwed up. That guy can't play at this level. And listen, for Blackwood, all I hear about Blackwood, it reminded me of the draft. It's traits versus tape. Traits versus tape. Hey, man, what do I hear about Blackwood? Oh, he's 6'4". He's big. He's athletic. He's rangy between the pipes. He's got all that. I don't care. Maybe he was good at once, but he has not been good. He was rattled 34 seconds in. That goal went in, and that dude was head on a swivel, rattled, looked shaky at best. I'll give Bednar credit for recognizing it. And
I'm not giving him credit.
You're not giving him.
He doesn't deserve credit. He's the one that put him in that situation, and he had no other choice at that moment, right? I mean, you have to make that move. So I don't think he deserves any credit.
A lot of guys on the broadcast said, no, you stick. I mean, I think Chelios said stick with
Chelios, don't listen to Chelios. He's just a bitter former Red Wing. I don't even know why they got him on the panel. But Eddie Olczyk was right away. Olczyk was saying they got to change the goalie.
Right.
They got to change the goalie. Yeah. So had he not, to me, it was an easy move. Had you not done it, now you're just coming across as stubborn. Now you're coming across as somebody who's trying to protect your agenda. But so he put that aside. But for me, there's a lot. There's a lot of coaches. You created.
I get
this
that you
because
did that.
You went with the guy that nobody wanted to see.
I get that you did that, but for a lot of coaches, it's really hard midstream to admit you made a mistake, and that's an admission of mistake. And he switched it up. And kudos to the Avs, only giving up 7 shots on goal. They were phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. But my biggest takeaway is we can put this to rest now.
This is not a tandem goaltending situation. I mean, I don't care how many practices he has that are good. He is not getting back between the pipes.
I agree, unless it's a disaster, from Wedgwood.
Right. But you still start Wedgwood the next game.
Yeah.
If there's just a horrendous game, you say, let's get him out of here. Let's get him some mental fatigue rest or whatever that excuse was.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean,
3 days
this
off.
is Wedgwood.
Stop with the mental
It's
fatigue.
Wedgwood. Even if he gets replaced, he's still starting the next game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's obvious to everyone. So I think that is the biggest takeaway is we know who the starting goalie is going to be for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah.
We are giving you a chance to react to it, and we'll do that. The Avs are 8-1 in the playoffs after being the best team in the league during the regular season. What is driving this team to be the best start to finish? And continue to look for any leaks when it comes to the Broncos' schedule. There was an interesting one making its way around the social media world yesterday. Any truth to it? Because if there is, this would be fun. Give you the details next.
Down 3 goals. The Avalanche refuse to quit. Colorado storms back from a 3-0 deficit, forces overtime, and wins it in thrilling fashion to eliminate Minnesota. Incredible! And punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Ball Arena erupted as the Avs completed an unforgettable rally for the ages. Now, the quest for the cup rolls on. Your Avs are just 8 wins away from Lord Stanley. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey, guys, I see what you're doing out there. All those so-called solutions to stopping your hair loss. I get it. I know why you're making the effort, but you're probably tired of doing all this without much success. There is a way to get your hair back, same way I did. And that's with Advanced Hair Restoration. They do a quick and easy one-day hair loss solution that's completely all natural, using your own hair, put exactly where you want it. Your own hair starts regrowing the very next day. It's even guaranteed to grow. No magic, no gimmicks, just real science, the latest technology, and legendary Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team. It was Dr. Pauls who did my hair 20 years ago. You could not be in better hands. And back then, I basically accepted that my receding hairline was there to stay. It would only get much worse. I was skeptical about whether this would work, but I agreed to do it. And boy, am I glad I did. My hair came back, continues to grow 2 decades later. Hey, for a limited time, see what this can do for you. Get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, $250 off. Call 720-459-HAIR and at advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here for my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. Are you considering GLP-1 injections? Stop right there. You're going to spend thousands of bucks a year. And the long-term results, like when you get off, you usually gain the weight back. There are potential side effects. How about a doctor-developed program that helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days, safe and naturally? No injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. My guys at Colorado Fat Loss reached out to me 8 weeks ago, said, hey, man, would you try out the program? It was easy. 8 weeks later, down 30 pounds. I'm telling you what, it was cake. They used real food that you buy at your grocery store to reset your metabolism, control your hunger and cravings naturally, and help your body burn fat, not muscle. I'm telling you what, guys, it works. I love the app as well. You download the app, you chart what you eat, you chart your weight daily, you talk to your nutritionist on a day-to-day basis. They send you encouraging messages and science education on weight loss. And I'm telling you what, the program works. Like I said, 8 weeks, down 30 pounds. Couldn't be happier with the program. And it's not boxed food sent to your doorstep. It's real food you buy at the grocery store. Hey, if you want safe, affordable, and sustainable alternative to weight loss injections, go to coloradofatloss.com. They'll call you back, set up an appointment. That's coloradofatloss.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, Dr. Joseph Ramos is both a doctor and a lawyer, combining legal and medical expertise. He can help. Ramos Law, the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. RamosLaw.com.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Natural Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Save $2 on all Xerox antifreeze and coolant. Receive 2 times O Rewards points and get $5 back after rebate when you buy $15 or more of select Armor All car care products. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Women go through many changes in their lives. And we believe each milestone matters. That every new candle represents another step in your story. Our healthcare experts support women at every stage of life. Because each chapter deserves to be celebrated. Women's health. Nurture what's next. Find care near you at mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health. Human kindness lives here.
Hey, it's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
I think it's about time I took some things away.
There's a point to this. Just let it breathe.
I'd like to take the suspicion that I don't know.
All right. Happy birthday to Cody. Stokes Cody.
8 years old.
He's
years.
the man of the house now, Cody.
Yes.
Cody is?
No doubt about
Stokes,
it.
8 years
Cody
old.
runs the house.
Oh, yeah.
My wife didn't want me to say this on the radio, but I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cody went on attack mode 2 nights ago.
He did.
Yeah. He got violent.
Yeah.
He attacked my wife.
He chose violence on your wife?
Yeah. And because he grabbed the remote. He grabbed the remote, right?
Uh-huh.
And so she was trying to get the remote from him. And when she hit it, she kind of threw the blanket, hit it out of his mouth. He attacked her leg. Drew blood.
What?
Oh, yeah. Scarred up. Yep.
They drew first blood, not me.
And she said, do not share that on the radio. She didn't want me to share it on the radio, but he attacked my wife 2 nights ago, and very disappointed in Cody. And because that's like, if he attacks my wife, Lana, he'll attack anyone.
Right.
Because
nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. So
chaos.
There you go. Cody grabbed the remote. She got it out of his mouth, and he lunged and drew blood.
So
I think this has to do with the fact that Lana's been traveling a lot, and that you and Cody have had this bond. Did he feel like maybe?
Right.
Did he feel like maybe throwing a blanket at him was like, like I got to protect Dad? Like I don't know. I mean, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. I know. So it's a lot of Cody. I don't know what's going on with Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's uncontrollable,
Mm-hmm.
and he is he's moving in the wrong direction.
Now that we've seen him, because I had one image of him that was completely different when you showed him on camera,
right?
When you were broadcasting from home last week. I just did not have that image. Now that I've seen him, what you described, this kind of behavior just doesn't jibe with the dog I look at there.
I know.
But he's apparently he's got multiple personalities.
Yes,
he's got
you're exactly right.
Yeah,
right.
He's bipolar.
He's not even bipolar. I think he's like
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, he is
5-6 different personalities. You never know what is going to be on display from. Never mind day to day, hour to hour.
Yeah,
minute to minute. Who knows?
Imagine living in that house with that.
On edge,
just walking on eggshells
all the time.
Is Cody in a good mood? Can I come home?
Right.
You got to make a phone call.
The Avalanche, by virtue of that thrilling overtime win, they're now 8-1 in the playoffs. This after being the best team in the league during the regular season. What is driving this team? And Jared Bednar was very blunt. And man, when I hear this, I just smile because I love a standard, a bar being set this high.
I don't know how to say this without. Okay, how would you rather have it? Like every year I've been here after my second year, it's like cup or bust, cup or bust. Well, we've won one cup. It's hard to win. Okay, that's number one. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I don't think our players would want it any other way. I don't think the players that join our team at the deadline, the guys that have been here for years, would want it any other way. Now, you're leaving yourself open to a lot of criticism because it's always just like cup or bust, and every time you lose in the first round, second round, whatever it is, people are going to get on you because you didn't win the cup.
Man, I love that. Stink, you talk a lot of times about how in the NFL that there's only about maybe 8 to 10 teams that are even serious about trying to win.
Yeah.
And the rest aren't. In a time where I think so many teams, so many organizations are just content with, mediocrity or kicking the can down the road and never really developing that, hey, we're here to win mindset. I love that. And the fact that he echoes, Stoke, what we've always been saying about this team. There's no in between. There's no gray area. It's Stanley Cup or bust. And when he openly embraces it like that, man, that's the best. That is the best.
I don't know. I'm not.
I love it.
I don't. I mean,
I love it.
We know. We know what it is. I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah,
so,
but to have him come out and say it like that,
does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, what?
Because you don't hear people in sports talk like that. You just don't.
Well, playing on really good teams. That's the expectation, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't need Bednar to say it to make me feel better because I already know that Nathan McKinnon thinks if they don't win a Stanley Cup, it's not a successful season, right? Well, we know that, and so that's the mindset.
Sometimes it's good to get that reminder.
You need to remind. I don't need to remind. I don't need it. I'm glad it makes you feel better, though, Mike.
To hear it like that, cut and dried, is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay.
And I love that that's the standard that they have around there because it's rare in sports today.
But isn't that the standard they've had since the opening of the season? I mean, Isn't that what we've always thought? It's not. I mean, do you need Bednar to say it for you? I guess it's cool that he said it, but I mean, to come back and do what they did last night. I mean, how many teams have the talent, the discipline, defensively, to only allow 7 shots in 2 periods and an overtime, and to come back from a 3-0 deficit and win a game? You have got to have the mindset that we are a Stanley Cup champion. That's anything else is, to his point, anything else, it's Stanley Cup or bust.
Well, and I wonder.
But that's been the standard.
Yeah, I know.
That's been the standard since they've won the Cup, and even before that.
But what makes this year different? We talked about I know I said this at the beginning of the season, that after a few seasons of, hey, it's not that important what they do in the regular season. We know we can win a cup, and we can flip the switch and turn it on come playoff time. It doesn't really matter where we finish in the standings. That didn't work the last couple of years. And you got the sense that right from the start of the season, you wanted this team to have a pedal-to-the-metal approach. And they have, and it's continued on throughout these playoffs. And Nathan McKinnon, the walking, skating embodiment of that.
Just striving for excellence all season from the first day of camp. Obviously we've had some new faces, but I think losing the way we did last season, I mentioned it can kind of bring your team a little closer. We still need a little help and got some great players throughout the season. But yeah, I just think it's more of just you're building it all season for 8-9 months, and obviously getting home ice is huge. We haven't had that in a long time, so it's good for us. I think Game 5s at home are awesome.
And I get what you're saying, Stoke, that they feel this way, but to hear it after a win like that, you follow me on this. To me, you don't win a game like that last night, down 3-0. The building is tight, the building's quiet, and you're thinking, oh, man, we got to go back to Minnesota for Game 6. What are we doing? But I don't think you pull off a comeback like that. I don't think you stick with it the way you do if you haven't already had ingrained in your mind that idea that we only have one standard here. There's only one thing that's acceptable. And I honestly believe that that kind of thinking that has permeated this team all year long is part of what seeded that comeback last night.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, that's fine. If that's the way that you see it. I mean, whatever it is, it was a great comeback.
So you're just a jock. You go out, you just play the game. See, I have the benefit of sitting back here and taking a far more deeply layered,
measured approach?
Not measured, but more
Nuanced,
philosophical, kind of getting into the mindset a little bit more.
Whereas you're just like see ball, catch ball, run, step, and speed.
Here's that kind of stuff.
Which I respect, but
leave the multi-layered.
Okay. All right.
That's
fair
to me.
Here's what was the most impressive thing about that comeback. It wasn't a quick onslaught.
No.
It was 9 minutes in the second period, you get your first goal to make it 3-2 or 3-1, excuse me. Then it's 16 minutes and 27 seconds of the third period gone by before Drury gets that tip. And then you pull your goalie with about a minute and a half left, and you get the third, the goal or the tie-in goal by McKinnon. Like, that wasn't one where all of a sudden you had, 2 or 3 goals in a row that happened right at the beginning of the second period. Like, oh, now we're back in it. That was a grind. I saw you go to the ape hangers there.
I was giving you the ape hanger. Break time. Break
time.
time.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. When you got to go, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, great win. We'll get you get into your reaction. Open up the text lines and YouTube chat presented by Champ Honda to you coming up. Also get into the schedule. We're starting to get some confirmations about what's going to be happening on Thanksgiving. Could the Broncos be part of the Thanksgiving football smorgasbord? That's next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This brings Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Do you live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery? How about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's the best part: same-day appointments. You can start your journey toward pain-free just like I did at 303-367-2225. They're a phone call away, 303-367-BACK. They're a complete medical center for spine care, exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all in one facility. And I was struggling just, 2 days ago. I went in, had a procedure done on my back. My back was killing me for about 4 weeks. Couldn't sleep, couldn't do just about anything. All kinds of nerve pain, shooting pains down my legs. It was just time for a tune-up, man. Went in, and I'm telling you what, feel great. It's unbelievable, Dr. Khan and the team over there. Kudos to you guys, man. Just to get me back involved in life again. I appreciate it. Every now and again, I have these episodes, and, man, they are always there for me. 303-367-2225. Don't live in pain any longer. Sleep through the night. Get back to being active. 303-367-BACK. Or, as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 300 new Toyota Tacomas, only $399 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. $399 a month Tacomas, built for the Rockies. Priced for you. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here, go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. Zero security deposit on approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 6/126.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
The NFL Thanksgiving feast schedule is starting to take shape, and could the Broncos be a part of it? We'll get to that in just a few minutes. But continue to get your reaction to the Avs just thrilling 4-3 overtime series-clinching win that sends them on now to the Western Conference Finals, where they will await the winner of Vegas and Anaheim. Game 6 of that series coming up tonight in Anaheim, with Vegas up 3-2. So we shall see what happens there. By the way, proof that there's a stat for everything these days. This one comes out from last night's game. The Wild become the first team in NHL history to have a 3 or more goal lead at the first intermission of a playoff game, but then have fewer than 10 shots on goal the rest of the way and end up losing. So
once you got that first goal, being able to take a deep breath, say, okay, we can do this, and they were able to do it late in the third there. But I don't know, when you're down 3-0 and you change the goalie, like, what kind of spark that would give your team. You're going to have to make a play. Someone needs to make a play, which they were finally able to get that goal. And now you look up and say, okay, we're only down 2, here in the third. So I think it was more of that than the goalie switch, Mark.
Yeah, I do. I agree with you. I think the other thing is just perseverance. That ice, especially in the offensive zone, was so clogged up. There was a power play where the Avs couldn't get it across the blue line. I mean, they kept poking it out. The Wild did. So there was plenty and ample opportunity to become frustrated during the course of that game if you're the Avalanche, because that game is not an onslaught. You're not getting tons of good looks, and a lot of the looks you're getting on Wallstad, he's eating them up because he can see them, and so your ability, like my biggest takeaway, I guess, is mental toughness. Like it's the antithesis of the Nuggets. It is, they just said, hey, man, we know what style it's going to take to win this game, and we're just going to have to persevere. We're going to have to, one, eliminate their opportunities with our goaltender and with our defense. They did that, only 10 shots on goal, and then just keep grinding because there was nothing open in the offensive end. I mean, they were getting the pucks. They were cutting off shots. They were, like the Wild, I got to give them credit. They were awesome from a game planning standpoint, and yet the Avs just continued to persevere and came away winning it.
I think the Avs playing the way they did after the goaltending switch was a happy coincidence, but I have too much respect for this Avalanche team, the veterans, the guys that have won a cup, the leadership that this team possesses, to just think that it was only because of the goaltending switch. I think this was a team that realized after that first period that that was unacceptable. That's not who we are. And that is not the way we're going to play this entire 60 minutes. We are going to come out and we are going to show what kind of team we are. I don't think they needed the goaltending switch to light a spark. I think that came from within, and what you'd expect, Stoke, from a team that has this kind of championship pedigree, that they were going to be able to create that own spark themselves without needing the goaltending switch. But, I get it. It makes for a great storyline, you pull Blackwood and the team, rallies around Wedgie and all that kind of I think a happy coincidence. That's what that was.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the way these guys are wired, I mean, they don't need a goalie switch to get them going. They were just a little bit off early on, and Blackwood wasn't sharp, and sometimes it just takes that one goal, that one play to take a deep breath, take a step back, and okay, let's go. And that's what they're able to do. But still, even then, Mark, you have situations where it's like, okay, well, you might get a bad bounce. The puck might just not go into the net, right? You still need it to go into the net. And they just couldn't get one there in the third. Finally, they were able to get that one to make it a one-goal game, and then obviously McKinnon with the great shot to tie it up.
I guess I would disagree with you guys in this, that if you're skating in front of Blackwood and you look back there at Blackwood, the guy I was looking at on the broadcast, and you could see that the confidence of that dude is shaken. You can see that he is not – like the rebounds he's given up, not the angles he's taken. He just wasn't there.
Yeah, but don't put. I agree, he was awful. Right. But don't give the rest of the Avs a pass for the way. I mean, they
didn't play well.
They were getting outskated. They were getting
but I'm saying
if you
don't make that switch, there's not a lot of confidence in that dude being able to stand on his head and keep you in a game. Now, they made the switch, and they played way better in front of him. They dominated that second period, even though they only got one goal out of that second period. They dominated that second period, as you well know. You watched the game. But there's part of that to me where would you have had that confidence if you're skating and you've got Blackwood back there giving up juicy rebounds, giving up opportunities? And I don't know. We'll never know. But that was a part of it.
Yeah, they made the goaltending switch in Game 3, and it didn't have the effect of creating a spark. They went on and still got blown out. So I think in this case, it's fun to say it. It's fun to say, oh wow, the goaltending switch and all that. I just put a little bit more respect on these guys and who they are and how they're wired and how they're built and
No, I've
taking it upon themselves to realize.
I've got nothing but respect for the way they played, but I also looked at the way Blackwood looked, and I was like, you got to pull. I sent you guys a text in the first period. I think it was 2-0 going. You got to pull this dude.
Yeah, no, you were on that. All right, well, has Jared Bednar learned his lesson when it comes to the goalies? Is it Wedgwood's net moving forward? Why did you pull Blackwood, Bedsy?
Regular season game, I would have left Blackwood in there because he was no different than the rest of our team. Like, we just weren't good enough, But you're looking for a spark. I just kind of felt like everything that was coming to the net, like he wasn't controlling the rebounds, like there was too much garbage in front of the net. And if that's the way they were going to play, like we needed to handle some pucks clean, like through traffic and without traffic. And Blackie wasn't doing that. So I felt like this could be an opportunity to spark our group. Maybe we get a heck of a performance out of Wedge, which we did.
So lessons learned here?
I hope.
I mean,
right?
You can't. You can't, right?
No.
I mean,
no chance.
They just can't go
Zero.
back to Blackwood at all. So it's over. I mean,
it's literally impossible.
It's not even a topic.
It's a wrap.
It's not even.
This
a
is a wrap.
It
the
is
goaltending tandem is officially a wrap.
Yes.
It's over.
Woo.
This is Wedgwood's job. Don't even ask about it. It's not even a debate now.
No.
I mean, so we're not even like, well, who's going to be
in front of him in Game 3?
Mm-hmm.
In front of him in Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like he was just looking for that excuse,
right,
to get Blackwood in there. Okay, he's fair. Okay, fine. He believes in Blackwood. He doesn't want to single Blackwood out. He's believed in the goaltending tandem all year. Okay, you wanted to have a reason. You wanted to find a reason to get Blackwood in there. You got it. And now after last night, you learned. You learned your lesson. You can't go back to him. He's just too erratic. There's always going to be in the back of every Avalanche fan and maybe Avalanche players' minds that this could be the night that Blackwood just doesn't have it. And not only does he not have it, but he doesn't have it at all. Right. And he's fumbling pucks. He's not catching pucks cleanly. He's leaving juicy rebounds. So he's not reading angles properly. With Blackwood, it seems like it's all or nothing. Either he's really, really sharp or he's really, really bad. At least with Wedgwood, I can watch Wedgwood play and feel like, all right, he may not be at his sharpest, but I don't think the guy
still giving you a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to just go out and lose the game for me. I can't say that about Blackwood.
All right, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's boom or bust.
It does feel like that.
You
doesn't
can't
it?
have that in the playoffs. You just can't have that. So the guy that gives you the best chance to win night in and night out is Wedgwood, and that's who you got to go with.
So let's get to some NFL stuff with the Broncos and the schedule coming out, because this was making its way last night. We've referenced this guy before, Warren Sharp of Sharp Football, and we've had him on. We've had him on, and he's put some great stuff out there. And he put this out there last night, like according to my sources, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it has been confirmed, but not all of it. So here's how the Thanksgiving football extravaganza is shaping up. First of all, how do you guys feel about Thanksgiving Eve there being a game? There's been some pushback out there that people don't like the idea of NFL football on Thanksgiving Eve.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Why? So
why not?
No.
So we're gonna have a game on Wednesday.
Yes.
So we got Wednesday, then 3 games on Thursday. Still
3 games on Thursday,
and then a game
then
on
Black Friday.
Yeah, so that's great.
Yeah.
Why would that be a bad thing?
Well, because you have the pearl clutchers out there are like, come on now. I mean, football on a Wednesday, that's too much. What about Friday? Can't we leave? Why does the NFL have to just take and take and take? College football is a big Friday after Thanksgiving Day. High school football is a big day, a big Friday after Thanksgiving. Why is the NFL poaching on all of this and just taking over? Well,
it's because what the NFL does.
It's because they can, first of all. NBA, Christmas has been your day forever. We'll take that. Thank you very much. But here's what's been confirmed, and here's what Warren Sharp is reporting is going to happen. So this has been confirmed. Packers and Rams on Thanksgiving Eve. Thanksgiving Day, you got Bears and Lions. That's been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles, Cowboys. That's been confirmed. Now, what has not yet been confirmed, but this guy Sharp is reporting, is the Thanksgiving night game and the Black Friday game. Thanksgiving night game, Chiefs and Bills.
Wow, that's a day, right? That's a Eagles
in Buffalo,
Cowboys, Bears, Lions, and then Buffalo Chiefs.
Oh my God!
Wow, what a day!
And then Sharp is reporting, but not confirmed, Friday, the Black Friday game on Amazon. Broncos at Steelers.
Oh my gosh!
RELAX.
Mark, do you have any sources?
Can you reach out to Aaron? Maybe he knows.
No, I cannot. He doesn't even know if he's playing for Pittsburgh.
He knows.
He doesn't know. He might be playing in Arizona. Nobody knows right now.
Arizona.
Yeah, he had an Arizona sweatshirt on.
Maybe you can go to that source. You know, the one that you told me that I have not revealed to anybody else that I will take to my grave.
You're going to take that to your grave.
Maybe you can reach out to that source and find out if there's
That
something.
source was not reliable. That was a bad source.
No, it wasn't.
Bad report. Bad source.
Well,
I would not.
Good source. Good reporting.
Good report.
It was
it was
done.
bad report.
It was done.
It fell apart.
Yeah,
it was done.
Yeah.
You should have never let Evans talk you into.
I know it.
Talk you into
going on there.
Yeah, because that's what Evans does.
Well,
you know,
he
he sets you up for failure.
Wait a minute.
That's what he does.
You tell me what you would have done in this situation. He calls me. We're into our draft coverage. He calls me. He goes, you wouldn't believe what I'm hearing.
And wait, who did he say you heard that from again?
You can't tell the source. Come on,
come on.
I mean, sometimes it's
to my
okay,
grave.
all right.
So he calls me. He tells me what his source is, and then I'm skeptical. So I said, "Who's your source?" He tells me who the source is. I'm like, "Ooh, that's a good source. That source would know." I said, "You got to go on the show.
Unbelievable.
You got to let everybody know that this is in the works." He's like, "Should I?" I'm like, "Yes." So he did. Okay.
Well, wait, now wait.
Hey,
I
got some news. Mike wants me to go on. You know, and you did. And
I've got now wait. Then I went on, and then who reached out to me?
So right away,
Aaron texted me.
What are you hearing? Is that like a Michael Malone text?
No, this is Aaron texted me. Mike saw the text, and he goes,
"Yeah, I saw the text."
Mike saw it, and he said, "He's just like, who told you about this?"
Yeah. And then the Broncos immediately reached out to Mark and said, "Who told you that?"
No, they said, has Aaron told you this? Did Aaron contact you about this?
Not, what are you talking about? Not, that's wrong. Not,
no.
Somebody's giving you wrong information. It's like,
are you talking directly with Aaron?
Come on now. Come on. It was done.
I'm skeptical.
Stoke,
I'm skeptical.
Would you say it was 90% down the road to being done, and then the Packers got?
Was it 99% done?
Not 99.
I would say that they had very substantive.
Go ahead. I leave that word alone. That's a trick word
tough
for me.
Word. They had very in-depth talks, and it was very close to being done, and then something
substantive, very substantive. Substantive?
I don't know.
Oh, geez.
Force strong in this
what
one. I
happened
could feel
yesterday,
the
Mike?
presence.
You know what happened yesterday?
What's that?
Mark got in trouble.
Oh, don't.
Mark got in trouble yesterday.
He
got called into the. You heard? He got called in the principal's office.
I heard.
Oh, you should see Stokley.
I was so happy.
Stop being a troublemaker. Listen. Hey, first of all,
I didn't know if you knew. I didn't know if you knew.
Air knuckles and a tip of the cat. That is wedge driving right there that I can respect. But maybe in this case,
leave it alone.
Let's
move on.
Let's move on.
I told Stokley, I go, my wife is on me all the time, like, you're mean and da-da-da. I go, you have no idea how bad Stokley is. Like, Stokley is every bit as bad, if not worse than me.
Mark
because he's got a little bit, he's a little bit under the radar bad. He's bad.
Got that Cajun voodoo. Mark busted me yesterday talking to someone that he got in trouble with and kind of bringing it up out of the blue. Just
trying to fan the flame a little bit.
Yeah, I was. And
I respect that.
Yeah, he busted me.
You're like that guy on a hockey team that just
Gets under the skin
gets
of the
under
people.
the skin, but not like the
He's the
big, tough guy.
He's the cadre of the show.
Yes, he's more of a cadre.
He's
Yes,
Naz.
you're more of a Naz than like a Michael McCarron. Michael
Right.
McCarron is just like a
He's a dirty player.
doofus, right? And by the way, tell me that as an Avs fan, not only do you win and you win in overtime, but how much sweeter did that overtime win feel when you saw McCarron set up with a golden opportunity seconds into overtime to end this? And he's like, go do do do, and he trips over his skates and gets this shot, tries to get this shot off, and
He didn't even hit the puck.
He didn't even hit the puck.
He just whiffed on the
I'm
puck.
like, listen, goon, just stick with being a goon.
You should. You know
all right?
what? You should
stop trying to be a real hockey player.
Yeah, you should have dropped your gloves in the first period and went out on just a rampage.
So there's that kind of get under your skin guy, Jamie
Not
Benn.
very well respected.
Jamie Benn of Dallas, that kind of guy. But then you got like just kind of the smaller, more just, like a yippy dog.
Yeah.
You're like a yippy dog.
I'm a tiny little man.
You're like a yippy dog. One of those just yippy dogs that just bounce around and just bark.
Yeah.
Kind of like Cody.
A little bit like
maybe,
Cody.
Maybe you ought to.
Got a taste for blood.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
instead of blaming Cody, maybe you should take a little responsibility that maybe you have rubbed off on Cody.
Like father, like son.
Ah.
I got to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's got a step
Take a
and
peek.
some speed?
But well played, though.
Thank you.
Very well played.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
dude,
It was
I
so
walked
so
out-
good. It was so good yesterday because we had this segment and we were talking about all this stuff we shouldn't have been talking about apparently, and then right when the segment was over, Simmer came in here and then once I heard that,
you should have seen.
I
caught him though. I walked out. He didn't think I was coming out because you know how he goes out in the lobby there. And he
At the
is
end of the
just,
show.
yeah, he's like a yipping dog, just like flaming. Fan of the flames. I just walked out and go, look at you. You can't help yourself.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was too good. It was too good.
He called me later and he goes, he's like,
I didn't know you knew.
He was like, I got called into the principal's It hurts.
All right. That's enough said. I don't want to get in trouble.
Enough said.
No.
Enough said. So, by the way, for an Avs fan, it doesn't get much better than what's happening right now. They're into the Western Conference Finals. They're steamrolling along, 8-1 in the playoffs. They just dispatched of Minnesota. And also this morning, the Oilers fired their coach after 2 straight trips to the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. They got eliminated early in the playoffs. They fired their coach, which means they suck even more.
McDavid sucks. Draisaitl sucks. Zach Hyman sucks. Evan Bouchard sucks. Evander Kane sucks. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins sucks. Yeah, the Oilers suck. Oh, yeah.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. And the other thing, too, is you know my crusade. I know Connor McDavid is an all-time great, but I just feel like the glazing of McDavid has gotten out of control. And meanwhile, a guy like Nathan MacKinnon, for some unfathomable reason to me, just continues to be, his greatness, I think, is overlooked more than it should be.
And he's Canadian, too.
And for him to have, and some people have said, well, it was because of what happened in the Olympics. It was happening before that. It's been happening for a couple years before that, especially when it comes to McKinnon v. McDavid. And I just continue, and I'll die on this hill that Connor McDavid's a great player, but all I know is that if I have one game to win, the aliens are coming, and the planet, the fate of the planet rests in a big hockey game. I want Nathan MacKinnon out there more than I want Connor McDavid. And McKinnon's got the cup. McKinnon's got the hardware. He's got the pelts on the wall as a big-time, big-game performer that McDavid just doesn't have. And, man, was that on display again last night. So
I love him.
I
Dude,
do.
That
love
shot.
him.
That shot was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
And he'll get the number one star, but if that was against,
yes,
if it was against McDavid, he would have got the MVP.
In this instance, if there was a round 2 series MVP award winner,
right,
it would have been given to McDavid.
Yes, without question.
Even not playing in the second round.
Right.
Hey, summer's calling. We're sending you to the lake in style. Whatever lake you love to go to, find a new one. Find it for the first time, because we're going to get you there in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. Here's what you get: 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and $250, a gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll recap. What a game, what a night, what a series. Reaction from the locker room coming your way next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, I have been endorsing Advanced Tax Solutions for, almost a decade now, because I trust them to do their absolute best when it comes to helping people get out of jams with the IRS and get back into the system. I have talked directly to clients of Advanced Tax Solutions. I've heard the stories over and over of people who save thousands and thousands of dollars in resolutions negotiated by Advanced Tax Solutions. Todd Whalen's my guy at Advanced Tax. He is the founder, over 30 years experience working with, negotiating with, and if necessary, battling with the IRS. The key distinction here, Todd isn't someone who just does your taxes. No, he's a specialist who knows all the ins and outs of helping people who have fallen behind on their taxes. Did you know the IRS has 7 different programs to fix a tax problem, and 5 of them include not having to fully pay the IRS? 5 of 7. So learn your options. Always talk with Advanced Tax Solutions before you call the IRS. You may find yourself with an unnecessary deadline if you do call the IRS first. Instead, call Advanced Tax Solutions at 303-753-6040 and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
What is happening? Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, a leader in Colorado auctions for over 50 years, and they got a great auction that's ending today at 2 o'clock. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free, it's easy, it's open to the public. Best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items. Got a factory return home goods electronics auction ending at 2 o'clock today. Over 800 items in that auction. Got a couple dual-born storage sheds. Got an Apple MacBook Pro. How about stainless steel 13-piece cookware set? Got espresso machines, Ego power pole saws. Mike Evans could use one of those, and all kind of other stuff. I'm talking about bathroom fixtures, tools, racking, home goods, electronics, storage bin, sinks, and faucets, a little bit of everything. And like I said, over 800 items in that auction. That's what I love about Roller Auction, is they're always updating and adding new auctions every single week. So go see it all. Don't forget, 2 o'clock today, the factory return home goods auction will be ending. Over 800 items only at rollerauction.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
We do, and you will too when you see Takori.
Handcrafted in California, Takori rings have design details you won't find in any other diamond engagement rings.
Including Takori's perfectly engineered crown and windows of light created by Takori's iconic crescent design.
It's the Takori touch, and you'll find it at Williams Jewelers, Colorado's only platinum Takori store. I'm Steve Williams.
I'm Shayna Williams.
And I'm Dylan Williams. You'll find all your Takori jewelry at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, along with one of the largest selections of certified loose diamonds in the state, all at the guaranteed best price.
So come, fall in love with the Takori ring she's always dreamed of.
Takori at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood,
Colorado's premier jeweler.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, where Colorado shines. On the corner of Bellevue and Broadway, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Self-defense lessons.
I tased him.
Taste them. Taser always works.
That's right.
Southern charm.
Look at the boys.
With some classic impressions.
He put his pitchfork down, he grabbed his sledgehammer, and he said, "Hey, you want some of this?"
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Oh, what a night! Oh, what a night! And what a run we're on right now here in Denver, Colorado, the epicenter, the capital of big-time sports in this country. We got Broncos going to the AFC Championship game. We got the Avalanche now in the Western Conference Finals, looking like an absolute wagon on their way to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Does that overcome the Rockies and the
Rockies beat Pittsburgh last night?
They beat Pittsburgh?
Not Pittsburgh.
What, the Pirates? Wow.
Hey, we're not going to get too far off topic here, but you know they beat that kid Keller, who is a very, very good 1A to Skeens 1, and they beat him.
Okay.
It's
a pirate.
Mickey Moniak, looking like your Rocky All-Star representative this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but
among the league leaders in average and home runs, not far off in ribbies.
You know, maybe if the Nuggets would have won,
yeah, but
then we'd have more to go with that. But
we're still pretty lucky. Got it going on pretty good here.
Oh yeah,
got it going on pretty good.
Well,
here.
especially I mean, Nuggets had they've had a great run, obviously. Broncos bouncing back and having a great year. So yeah, I like that.
But what a game, what a comeback. When it was all over, Jared Bednar just pumped, maybe relieved that the Avalanche were able to escape the poor performance by Mackenzie Blackwood and everybody in that first period. But what was the message to the team after that first period that had you down 3-0, Coach?
I'm not going to tell you what it was, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. It's just like, again, just trying to give them a message that sort of simplifies where it starts for us. Like, what's the starting point here? Because we were losing all over the ice in every aspect. So just trying to break it down and like, where do we start? Like, what do we got to concentrate on first? And then like, what's next? And if you give them a third thing, then just do that. And like, we'll start to, gain a little momentum.
All right, guys, take us behind the curtain here. And I know it's a different sport, but I don't think it changes that much. You're down. You've dug a pretty good hole for yourselves. You're not playing well. What are the ingredients that go into the dish that is a big-time comeback? Is it fiery speeches? Is it, whiteboards being smashed and things being thrown across the room? Is it players getting up and making speeches? Give me what goes in the ingredients of a comeback like the one we witnessed last night.
Yeah, I think it's just, hey, it sounds, it's coach speak, cliche, whatever, but it's just one play at a time. You can't score 3 goals at once. You can't score 21 points on one drive. So just go out there and do your job, make plays, and don't try to do too much. I think you get into an issue there when you fall behind like that, when you try to do too much, and then what happens? You're trying to do someone else's job, and then you don't make a play. So it's just, hey, one play at a time here. Let's go out and get a touchdown. Let's go out and get one goal, and then one goal. Now you got the momentum on your side, and then we'll look up from there. But I think it's teams that try to do and players try to do too much when they fall behind. That's when it becomes a big issue.
Yeah. Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, good.
That was it.
I mean, you just put an exclamation point.
Bam.
Stop.
That was it.
It was just over.
You were staring at me. I was like, I got intimidated by your stare.
Yeah,
I looked over at you. You're staring. I was like, whoa.
You thought maybe I was still angry about the you fan of the Flames.
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that. I wrote it down right here, Stoke. Just got to get one. We just got to get out and get one goal. That's all we like Stoke said, you can't get 3 of them, just get one. And I think one of the things that happens in a locker room like that is your sense of pride. Dude, you guys got forget about outskilled, forget about any of that stuff, right? Forget about you guys got Blackwood benched. He didn't play well. But you guys, so it becomes this sense of pride. Like, what are you guys gonna? Is this who we are? This is not the way we play, and so there is that sense of pride. And then you buckle down, and you're just like, man, you got to grind this thing and get one. And once you get one, then all of a sudden, all right, now we're chasing. Now here we come, and they did that to perfection yesterday, and it was tough sledding, man. They were grimy goals. There was not a lot of room. And you think about the skill set, parking yourself in front of the crease and 2 tip-in goals. Parker Kelly, number 1,
yep.
Right? And then Drury, number 2.
Yep.
And they're not perfect shots. They're not just get in front of the goal. Let's get some interference. Let's get some, let's block the vision and the sight lines of the goaltender. See if we can get a tip puck. See if we can get, some type of ricochet and see if we can get on the board. And to perfection, man. They did it.
Yeah, I think sometimes in the world of sports, we talk about, X's and O's, and analytics have become huge in sports, and Corsi ratings and stuff like that. Look it up, Stoke. And sometimes
never heard of that.
Sometimes we forget that, especially in sports like hockey, and it gets so magnified come playoff time. I'm ignoring you.
You can't define what is Corsi rating.
It's
how do you spell it?
Corsi. It has something to do.
Oh, Corsi? I thought you said Corsi.
No, Corsi.
Oh, I thought it was like
Corsi.
Corsi rating.
Relax. Anyway, it's one of the analytic geeks that formula, and sometimes
is it like Boo rating? Because that's the rating that counts.
Boo rating is your rating, which I think is much cooler and was much more on display. Like
it was on display last
Parker
night.
Parker Kelly's Boo rating on the play that he scored. Think about it. And this is why I love playoff hockey, and how so often games come down to plays like this. You had Parker Kelly working his butt off. He's in one of those 4 or 5 player scrums that we saw during the course of the game, and he's working and grinding and fighting and pushing, and they end up getting possession of the puck. It heads back out to the point. What does he do? He turns around after being a part of that terrific scrum, hard work, and he turns, lowers his head, and goes right to the front of the net, where he's signing up for more punishment. But that's what you do. And there he was to get the tip goal. I mean, the simplicity of what it takes to win in the playoffs, but also an example of how hard it is. You know, it is hard because you're going into those areas where it's nasty. I mean, that's like Cam Newton in the Super Bowl looking down and ooh, that fumble. Looks nasty down there. I think I'm just going to stand here and watch. You know, I mean,
See you later.
It's nasty down there. And the guys that are willing to go in there and fight and pay the price and then still be able to put themselves in a position to score like that, you're exactly right, man. That's when you know you have the right stuff, the right kind of players, the right kind of makeup. But more to you guys' points, what you were talking about, what goes into a comeback, more here from Bednar.
I think the belief started to grow when we, it just starts with one shift, and then we were able to sustain it, and our second period was fantastic, right? Like it just was. And so you got a lot of guys back on board, I think, at that point. And it's leadership, it's guys digging in personally as a line, just kind of trying to figure it out on the fly.
It's a great point you made, Stoke, is that the best teams are the ones that don't panic, and they're not like, we got to go all get it at once. And it is. Sometimes the comeback doesn't start with a touchdown or a goal. Sometimes the comeback begins, all right, after a first period in which we did nothing, after a first period in which we were skating like we were in mud, that we were getting beat to every loose puck, and Minnesota was constantly winning the battle to the front of the net. We weren't. Sometimes it just starts with a good shift. Okay, hey, that was a really good shift. That was our fourth line out there, putting together a really good, minute and a half shift. Let's build on it. Let's put another shift together. Another line goes out and has a good shift. Suddenly now, what happens? On the bench, the energy starts to pick up. Somebody delivers a big hit, and now here you go. And then maybe you get that goal. Yep. And now that just creates even more idea that, okay, here we go. Let's start chipping away at this thing.
Yeah, especially at home. Get some momentum on your side. Just something positive. Like you said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a goal. And that's what they were able to do. And they were finally able to get that goal and get some momentum going. But still, you give them a lot of credit because, nothing was going in there.
No. And
you're still down 2 goals. And it's getting late early. And a lot of teams can panic in that situation and, again, try to do too much. But, the Avs were patient, and they found a way to get that second goal. And once they got that second goal, now – you have Minnesota second-guessing themselves and thinking about the worst thoughts and thinking about, oh, no, we can't let them get another goal here. And so, I mean, once you get that momentum going, especially at home, and you get the crowd, like we talked about, when it's not going your way, it's not a positive thing to be playing, not a good thing to be playing at home. But when you get that momentum going there and that you get that buzz and that energy in the stadium, in the arena, in your team like the Avs, it's tough to stop.
Yeah, look at all the guys that have contributed, too. You just talk about depth, line depth, Parker Kelly, Drury, Colton the game before. Like, all these different dudes that hadn't scored. Kadri got his first goal in the game before in this particular series. Just all these dudes that, trade deadlines, the guys they picked up that have just added to it. It's been incredible. And then they needed the closer. And they brought in the closer, McKinnon, and just absolutely. I mean, you want to talk about that thing. That thing had about the size of a Campbell soup can to get into that little space he shot that puck. Yeah. I kept looking back, going,
Campbell soup can?
Yeah, did he ricochet that off a?
That's an interesting one.
Well, that was like a little soup can on his shoulder. That's like the space he had in there. I thought he might have ricocheted it off that.
Was it a Campbell soup can, or was it more like a chunky can?
It was chunky can. I was thinking the chunky can. Yeah, is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about the space he had. You could fit a Campbell soup can in there. That gives everybody a good visual.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but now I will.
No, that wasn't a ricochet, man. He had a sliver of a spot, and he drilled it.
It was.
I mean, that's a.
It's unbelievable.
That's one of those goals where, like, you as a professional, a peer, are watching that game around the world. Hockey players around the world are watching it. Present players, past players, and they're all just like, "Damn, that."
Yeah, that was a goal scorer's goal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's like next level. And at that moment too, And by the way, I couldn't help but notice some of the screenshots side by side of McKinnon as he took that shot, superimposed right next to the open net that he missed in the Olympics.
Oh,
ouch.
Do you get any sense that, I mean, Nathan McKinnon is only wired one way, right? But do you get the sense that after what happened in the Olympics, there's a little bit extra, like, I'm on a mission type feel when it comes to McKinnon?
No.
This would be the same. Had he scored that goal in the Olympics, it still would have been the same?
I think he's wired one way and one way only.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, there's no extra motivation for
he is.
I mean,
all go
that's in the
one
past.
speed.
It's something that's totally different too. I mean, so I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, I mean, either you're motivated or you're not, and it doesn't seem like he needs extra motivation from anything to go out there and play well or perform at a high level.
By the way, we found out the other day that the whole in the pool with the flippers and the goggles and everything, that's what a number of players do to remove some of the lactic acid.
Sure,
that builds up. So you get in the pool and you help. But after the game, McKinnon went on the TNT broadcast. A lot of us were probably like, I got to go to bed. But anyway, he went on, and Paul Pistonette had on.
I saw this.
Did you see this? The goggles and the
snorkel
and McKinnon's like, I'm not answering your question.
No, yeah, he said next question twice to him.
It was joking. And then
I don't know about that.
No,
is there beef between those two? Did he say something that McKinnon didn't like?
No.
Because I'm serious. Because McKinnon was like, next question.
No, he was like, I'm not gonna like answer your questions with you looking like that.
Could he see him?
Oh yeah.
How can he see him?
Yeah, monitors there.
Yeah, they got a monitor.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
No. He was like, I'm not gonna play your silly games. But then he did. Then he did answer a question at the end too. So I mean, it was fun.
From Biz?
From Biz, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He didn't seem like he was very
No,
happy.
he was having fun with it.
It didn't seem like it, Mike. I don't know about
McKinnon's
that.
understated way, he was having fun with it.
I don't think McKinnon's ever happy.
He's
kind of grumpy.
No, he can be really grumpy, but that's what made when they won the cup, his reaction afterwards was like so much fun for so many Avs fans because you're like, oh my goodness, this is Nathan McKinnon unlocked. This is awesome.
Right.
It's kind of like Bedsy, like drunk emotional Bedsy.
They gave me my first chance.
That's the best. They gave me my first chance.
That's even better than I love you guys.
Right. It's great. It is great.
Is it?
Yeah, McKinnon's got work to do. He didn't have time to goof. I'll goof around after.
Yeah.
I win a championship.
I got a stationary bike to go ride for 30 minutes right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's all business. It's all good. I mean, I like guys that are. I think
how the great ones
right,
are
exactly.
wired.
You know, there's a time for, play, and there's a time for business, and he's about that business when it matters the most. But that was awesome. What a goal that was.
Mm-hmm.
But I seriously, I think there's. I don't think he was happy with Biz.
No, I think he was like, I'm not going to play your silly games. I see you.
Let's move on.
Look at you. You're sitting
That's
there.
what he was saying?
You got the goggles on. You're having fun with me. You're making fun of me. I'm not going to answer your questions.
Are you sure he can see him?
Yes.
Where's the monitor at?
It's like a little TV. Come on, TV guy, Schlereth. I mean.
Oh yeah. There's always a little monitor right there you can look back at.
What do you think
It's right outside the locker room is where he's doing it.
They have a whole setup there. What do you think I was looking at when I took that lacrosse ball close to 90 miles per hour?
Now it's 90. It went from 80 to close to 90. What were you looking? You were looking at a TV.
I was looking at there was a little monitor. We were doing a video package.
Right.
So
How come you didn't see the ball coming?
Well, no, it was.
Oh, it wasn't a live monitor.
No, I was looking down at. We were
eyeballing
talking,
how handsome you look.
We were doing a SOT, sound over tape.
Okay.
Where we were talking over, so I was looking at the monitor when that ball that was going roughly about 98 miles per hour hit me in the face. So
99.
99 miles
It
per
goes
hour.
up 4 or 5 miles every time you tell the story.
It's like catching the fish. Every time that fish gets bigger, every time you tell the story. So
it goes up 4 or 5 more miles per hour every time you tell the story.
Yeah. Did you guys do it, by the way, while I was gone yesterday? Good
Of course
job.
we did. It's just 502, right?
Yeah, this is 502.
4 or 5 more texts.
Day number 502 of the Zach By Sensitivity Smear Campaign. Which, by the way, really quick aside, we did ask the other day when we reached 500 if people wanted us to stop it. Now, we had some people who were very vocal in saying it's enough, move on.
Right.
Zach's paid his penance, that kind of thing. But overwhelmingly, it was still probably running solid 70-30. Keep it going.
All right.
This is not a drill.
Most people are like, hey, you're at 500. You know what's great? Go to 1,000.
Yeah. That's how I felt about it.
You're halfway there.
That's how I felt about it. Until he asks for forgiveness and waves the white flag.
It's literally impossible.
We just keep going.
I would only do it if he gave us his blessing, and he has given us his blessing.
I want to pound his ass.
Either he's given us his blessing.
You're scared of Zach By.
Yes. Wouldn't you be?
He is.
Yeah. Listen to him.
Yeah.
That guy's
he's wiry too.
He's long. He's lanky.
Yeah.
He's
got reach.
He's got reach.
Yeah. Your stubby little arms are just going to be
flailing
in the wind.
Right. But I could maybe get inside. I
Right.
just have to get inside.
You just got to find a way to get that head on him.
Exactly.
Ata!
If I could just get inside
Headbutt.
all those arms and legs.
Right.
Get inside, get close, and then lead with the crown of my head.
Right.
Ball game over, man.
Right. You just have him punching on top of that crown as you just go in there.
Right.
Head down.
He's got to
just
wade
like,
in, and just kind of
he'll have a couple of broken bones in his hands.
Sure, exactly. He
Yeah.
can just hit me in the head as many times as he won't hurt me.
No.
And, then I do. Ha!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Get ready for AI Ty to come back.
Yeah.
Kumatai. Has Jared Bednar learned his lesson?
I hope so.
In
Jeez.
goal.
They bailed him out in a big way. Because think about what the story would be today if they lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going back to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just think about, oh, my gosh, what happens if they blew this series?
Right.
Doomsday scenario. What happened? You would have to fire Bednar. You would have to. But obviously, they won.
You weren't the only person thinking and saying that, by the way, last night after
we should all be upset
after that first period. I mean, you had plenty of people who were like, Bednar,
it's on you.
This is on you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You make the big boy moves, and we gave you a lot of credit for your move in Game 4 because it worked out. But it looked like it was going to backfire in a big way. Wedgwood bailed him out. That team bailed him out, and we're finally out of the second round. And, but it could have been a disaster. Could have been a complete disaster. So you just got to go with Wedgwood now, Mark. And like you said earlier, it doesn't even matter if he plays bad and you have to pull him. He's back in the net the next game.
Again, it's what I talk about with the draft. It's what I've talked about this. Traits versus tape. The tape of Wedgie has been way better. And it's been way better for months. And he's got those. Blackwood's got those big-time performances in him. The problem is the ebb and flow, the greatness versus just awful. And it's this up and down. Wedgie's just so much more steady. And you get caught up in the height, the speed, the athleticism, the whatever. But he's just not playing as well. And so you have got to go, and you're 100% right, you have got to go now. We found, hey, all things aside, there's no more tandem. We know who our goaltender is. If we're going to win a cup, it's going to be with Wedgie between the pipes.
Why would you even think about it? Why would he even really make that move to begin with in Game 4? Why?
They had a desire because that's the guy they picked. I mean, that's one thing, when we said, hey, man, he had a couple of good practices. How many dudes have you seen over the course of your career that are really good in practice?
A lot.
And that cannot play on Sunday? You
know what, Mark? I'm good on the range.
Right.
And I get on the course, and it just doesn't look the same.
You're pretty good there, too. Though.
No, it just doesn't look the same. So, but you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different world, different environment, and he just can't handle adversity. When it goes bad, it goes really bad. You can't have that in the playoffs.
Because you're right. He checks all the boxes for a goal. He's big. He's rangy. He's athletic.
Yeah.
But the problem with him is that I want my goalies to be calm and quiet. It's I don't want them flopping around. I want them. What made Patrick Waugh so great was just the efficiency. Like he would read a play so well, and he'd put himself in position before the shot was even taken.
Right.
So that the puck would just hit him, without a whole lot of flair or movement. Puck, he was just in the right spot. Puck hits him. He makes the save. But with Blackwood right now, there's just a lot of like tight movements. Like he's making the save, but he's giving up a juicy rebound. He's making the initial glove save, and then it drops out of his glove. He's not reading plays. As athletic as he is, if you're not reading the play, it's like we talk about quarterback. It doesn't matter how much of a howitzer of an arm you have. If you're not reading the defense and you're late with your throw,
right.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Man, you got to feel this shirt.
You never had a howitzer.
No.
But
there's when they flash in his mask.
Right.
Sometimes he just looks. I mean, it looks
right.
He looks overwhelmed.
He does. He looks.
There's a sense of panic.
Yes.
Behind the mask,
yes.
And that's what I don't like. Like it just right after the first goal, I was like, I thought at 34 seconds in they gave up the goal, and it was an onslaught by that first line of the Wild, but still. When they flashed into his eyes, I was like, "This does not look good. This looks like the Blackwood that's about ready to, just give it up."
Coming up next, the Avs made history last night, and we'll hear from the guy who capped off the history and the Broncos schedule release coming up today. What do we know so far? And what are some of the juicy rumors out there when it comes to the Broncos and primetime games? That's next.
Down 3 goals. The Avalanche refuse to quit. Colorado storms back from a 3-0 deficit, forces overtime, and wins it in thrilling fashion to eliminate Minnesota. Incredible! And punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Ball Arena erupted as the Avs completed an unforgettable rally for the ages. Now, the quest for the cup rolls on. Your Avs are just 8 wins away from Lord Stanley. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. They reached out to me about 8 weeks ago and said, "Hey man, you willing to try the program?" First off, they said, "You sound fat." No, they didn't say that, but I am fat. And then I said, "Yeah, I'll try out the program. Sounds great." Hey, 8 weeks later, down 30 pounds, and it was easy. Without GLP-1s, without any of that nonsense, guys. They have a doctor-developed program that helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days, safe and naturally. No injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. Down 30, and it was easy, guys, because they reset your metabolism by using real foods. I'm talking about chicken, fish, beef. I'm talking about vegetables. I'm talking about fruits. And I'm telling you what, guys, it flat out works. I love their app too because you program everything: your weight daily, where your weight is, what you eat, and if you put something in there that say, "Hey man, I'm going to eat this for lunch," it can kick it back and say, "Hey man, that's not on the approved diet." And I love the fact they don't send you boxes to your front door where it's pre-made and you just add water and you heat it up in the microwave. This is real food and it works, guys. Like I said, down 30 pounds in 8 weeks. Check them out at coloradofatloss.com for a free consultation. coloradofatloss.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8157. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8157. That's 800-575-8157. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years with some of the best deals in their history. May 15th and 16th, $66 oil changes on any Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, or Volvo. Used cars from $6,600, leases from $366 a month. And on Saturday, May 16th, there'll be a car show, free food and prizes for the whole family. Your cherry on top, Ford and Lincoln employee pricing all month. You pay what they pay. May 15th and 16th, Highway 36 in Wadsworth, STHmotors.com. Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years to gain everything you want out of a dealership.
When disaster hits your home, it's game time. Water in the basement, fire damage, mold creeping in? Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Able. Able Restoration is your first round draft pick for emergency response, mitigation, and full rebuild. We move fast to protect your property and fight for you with insurance start to finish. This isn't practice, this is your home. And when it's time to step up and protect what matters most, bring Able to the table. Call 303-590-5600. Go Able.
Bring Able to the table.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate, and there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567, 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
I don't want goalie controversy heading into Game 6. You go out and you don't perform well tonight, and then you're going to Minnesota for Game 6, and you look up, what is Bednar going to do? Blackwood goes out and gives up 6, and they lose 6-2. Just say you get whipped. Then you have to go to Wedgwood, but what is his confidence level at right now?
Into the slot, score! Johansson! Just 34 seconds in. What an opening shift for the Minnesota Wild. Stern, and the redirect, they score! It's Foligno! And now Stern blocked it across. 3-0! It's a big rebound given up by Blackwood. It's Nick Foligno again. Wow.
Just striving for excellence all season from the first day of camp, but I think losing the way we did last season, I mentioned it can kind of bring your team a little closer.
There's Bird down at the right place. The Avalanche are on the board. The redirect by Parker Kelly. It's now 3-1 Minnesota. Now Waugh. Back out for Devon Taves. Score! Deflected in front by Fleury. And the Avalanche have pulled one out goal. Out to the point for Burns. Paulson comes to Natchez. 6 skaters on the ice for the Avs. There's McKinnon shooting one. He scores! He scores! The Avalanche tie the game at 3. Baroque Kaprizov. Cross ice. Goldie couldn't get the stick on it. Quickly ahead into the Minnesota zone. It's Natchez. Natchez. Shot. Score! Score! Kulak wins it. The Avalanche move on. Taking care of business.
Still gives me goosebumps listening to that. Great job, Johnny Simmer, Johnny Fever, Johnny Whiplash, putting it all together.
It's Johnny Whiplash.
It's Johnny Whiplash.
Johnny Whiplash.
Yeah, Johnny
Put
Fever's
it
gone.
together.
Johnny
Yeah.
Whiplash had himself a little fender bender last week, but he's okay.
Got T-boned.
He's tough. He's a hockey player.
T-boned in I-25.
He's the McKinnon of our show.
There you go.
How about that?
Johnny Whiplash getting it done. What a game. What a comeback. And it's one of those things, and we've been lucky enough to be able to see some championship teams around here, so we know what it looks like. But sometimes I think along the journey, guys, to winning a championship, and certainly when it's all said and done and you look back on it, there are those moments, there are those games along the journey that you're like, you know what? That was the sign. That was when you knew something special was happening. And for me, last night, for them to win that game the way they did, I mean, that just tells me, I already kind of knew, but that just clinched it, that this group is made of the right stuff, that special sauce, that those key ingredients you're looking for that define and make up a championship team. And that was special last night.
You know what's
special.
You know what's crazy about that victory is how much they were dominated in the first period, and then how they went to work in the next two periods. And it was, I mean, you like to say this word all the time, it was greasy. Like, it was greasy goal. There was traffic. They clogged up the ice, especially in the offensive zone. There were no easy shots. There were no easy attempts. It was work, especially staying tuned in on the defensive side, not pinching in and getting beat and giving odd man rushes up. It was incredible. And you know, the thing that you don't kind of realize, Stoke, at the end of this, as this run continues, you're sitting at 8-1 right now, and you're like, look at the dominant performance. But look at all the tough victories, all the tough games they had. Your ability to win the tough ones, your ability when you're challenged, your ability to overcome a 3-0 lead, and where it's not like 1-2, like, hey man, we tied it up in the second period, it's 3-3 now, we got a couple of, like, no, it was like you had to be on point for 2 periods into an overtime period. It was incredible, just incredible.
Bless you.
Whoa.
Wow.
No,
You okay?
I'm
It's the
fine.
emotion. It's the emotion.
Yeah,
You know.
just very emotional.
Cried
this
a little
morning.
bit, got a little snotty. You know, kind of like Bedsy, a little snotty,
Right.
and had to sneeze it out.
Did you, by the
You're
way, I did
100%
see you-
right, Evans.
I did see you leave during the break. Did you run into, like, is Amanda there now? Is it like did you
She
go
did
in?
walk in.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She did walk in.
Yeah.
Yes, she did walk in, and I did mention.
Did you fan the flame a little bit?
I did mention something about, is Mark still in trouble?
Mm.
He's still in trouble today, like he was yesterday.
Is he still on probation?
Yes. Is there a suspension looming? Maybe a
Right.
couple game suspension, a couple days suspension, or
Am
something?
I still in trouble, or is it over?
I think you're okay.
I'm okay?
Yes, I think, but I didn't get a final answer.
Be
So,
careful.
Okay.
Yes,
Just be on.
yeah.
Just
be on your game
best
today. Don't
behavior.
slip up.
I'll
Yes.
protect you. I'll
Okay.
protect you. I'll save you from yourself.
All right. Good.
No, I think that's a good point, Mark. I mean, they've had some hard-fought games. I mean, you think about that Kings series, even though they swept them, and you think about Game 1, being up 3-0, then all of a sudden it's 5-4, you're losing. So yeah, they've had a battle, which is awesome. And so it hasn't been easy. And I think what McKinnon said last year, the way they lost to the Stars in 7 games, and how they blew that, and you look at this year now and how they won. And how they closed out that series last night, that was special. So, Mike, to your point, you talk about sometimes you just look at these teams and you look back at a game and you say, well, that was kind of when we knew.
Yeah.
That might have been last night.
I think you're 100% right, because we know this is a team that can certainly look dominant. We know this is a team that can play different styles. We know that this is a team that can respond, like after a bad game in Game 3, the way they came out and controlled everything in Game 4. But to be down 3-0 like that, to pull your goalie, to have the crowd stunned, to have the crowd quiet, to have the crowd nervous, to be thinking after spending all the time leading up to Game 5 about how difficult getting that clinching win is, and how difficult it is to get that final 4th win. And now all this stuff is playing out like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? And you're sitting there, a lot of teams they wouldn't have the mental fortitude. Sure, they're talented, but they might not have the mental toughness to be able to climb out of a hole like that. And by the way, it wasn't like, it was an easy hole to climb out of. I mean, yeah, they got that goal to make it 3-1 in the second period, and we're thinking, okay, here it goes. But then it just stayed that way.
Yeah.
And it stayed that way. And you get to the third period, and you're expecting that rush, and you look up, and there's, all right, 17 minutes left. Still time. Okay, now we're down to 13 minutes left. Still time, but okay, let's go. And then you're under 10 minutes. Then you're down to 6. You're 5, and you're like, yeesh. I still think if we get that next goal, we got a shot. But let's go, guys. It's getting late early around here.
Let's go.
And then when they scored with 3:33 left, it was like, okay.
But still,
no,
you
because
needed something else. Because
at that moment, I felt really good because there was still a lot of time left.
That's not a lot of time. It goes quickly.
No, 3:30.
Oh my.
At that moment, when you have scored and you've broken the dam is broken, now it's 3-2. Minnesota was already on their heels for almost 2 full periods. They went even further back onto their heels at that point.
I didn't think they were going to get it.
I did.
Weren't you
I
like?
did.
Weren't you like?
I did.
Yeah.
Weren't you like though?
But when it was 5 minutes left, I wasn't feeling at all confident.
Once they got that goal at 3:33, weren't you like, all right, now it's just time to pull wedgie, and they didn't do it until inside of 2 minutes, I think, right? Before they pulled him, I was like, gotta pull him, gotta pull your goalie, and he didn't have time. There's a couple times where he started going, but they didn't go, and I'm like, gotta get that extra skater, and then they get it. And how many times did we see that with Minnesota doing the same thing, and we get empty net goals?
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
I just thought, okay, it's too late. We're going to pull the goalie. They're going to get an empty netter, and we're going to lose this thing 4-2. That's what I thought.
I was more worried about it losing 4-1 than losing 4-2. Once I got that second one, and it was still, I looked up, I said 3:30. Ooh, a lot of momentum and still a lot of time left.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
And Minnesota's tight. They are getting tight. They are getting even tighter.
Mark, I'm going to go check.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check right now.
Why don't you go
see if
go
everything's fine now?
Go take the temperature there, Wedge Driver.
I can't wait.
You're the Nazem Kadri of this show.
Yes,
I
you
love
are.
it.
Yeah,
and I love you for it. I love you for it. We'll open up the text lines, give you a chance to react to what you watched last night. Give us your thoughts. And also, could your Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving plans be centered around the Broncos? That's next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This brings Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. The biggest problems with your homes are the ones you can't see yet with windows. The window itself is only part of it. In Colorado, the sun, temperature swings, and wind expose every single weakness. Even a well-built window can fail if the installation isn't right. Installation determines what actually lasts and protects your home. And with siding, by the time it looks bad on the outside, the real damage is already done underneath. Moisture, expansion, contraction. In Colorado, that happens faster than most people think. You don't see the problem until it's already a huge one. Guys, that's why I trust Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, because they focus on what actually makes your home hold up long term. They spent over 50 years serving Denver in the Front Range. They've seen every kind of Colorado home, every kind of Colorado weather, guys. They know what works here right now, and they do it right the first time, every time. 25% off Infinity by Marvin, fiberglass windows, the toughest on the market. 20% off a James Hardy siding, premium products installed the right way the first time, every time. Guys, for more information and a free consultation, just reach out to them at windowsforyourhome.com. That's windowsforyourhome.com.
Streaming May 15th on Paramount Plus. Beth and Rip are back in Dutton Ranch.
This life here is gonna work, isn't it?
We'll make it work. Starring Kelly Riley,
A legacy is a beautiful thing, but only if it survives.
Cole Hauser,
What's going to work?
Ed Harris,
Family is the only thing worth fighting for.
and Annette Bening.
I can make this a lot harder for all y'all. And peace will have to wait.
Dutton Ranch. New series streaming May 15th on Paramount Plus.
May is Military Appreciation Month, a time to honor the men and women who protect our freedoms. And something you may not know, Trajan Wealth is a veteran-led company. That commitment to service shows up in everything they do. Just like our heroes safeguard this country, Trajan Wealth Family Office is built to safeguard your financial future with integrity, discipline, and a mission-first mindset. They bring you retirement, tax, and estate planning under one roof, so everything works together, not against each other. That's what I love about my friends at Trajan Wealth. They're fiduciaries who listen and give you straight, honest guidance. They took a second look at my plan and found opportunities I didn't even know I was missing, and I gotta tell you, I'm thrilled. And what I love about Trajan Wealth, they're gonna come up with that game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, your needs, because everyone is a little bit different. They have offices right there in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. Call them 855-TRAJAN1. That's 855-TRAJAN1. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Actual client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
So this is Todd Whalen. I'm here with Deanna, an Advanced Tax Solutions client. How did Advanced Tax Solutions fix your problem?
They solved the tax years where I had made errors. They filed the years that I was delinquent in, and they helped me make a payment plan with the IRS.
How does it feel now that the problem is fixed?
Amazing. As a matter of fact, we use Advanced Tax every year for our regular filing, and I just have a huge sense of relief knowing that that part of adulting is done for me.
Now, how do you feel about the staff of Advanced Tax Solutions?
The staff have always been kind, considerate, and caring. I feel like I'm the only customer when I'm there.
Any advice for anybody out there listening?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. The people at Advanced Tax will not judge you. They're there to help, and they're there to listen. Reach out before it's too late.
Thank you so much, Deanna. We'd love to help anyone out there listening. It's Advanced Tax Solutions, 303-753-6040.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Natural Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with the purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1 Full Synthetic or Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil for $35.95. Plus, buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gris-gris? Lagnac.
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Yeah, I mean, you always like to dream about it, but like you say, the player I am, I'm not the guy everyone's looking down the bench at. Like, all right, get out there and go win it for us. So, no, it's been good. It was a tough series. That's a good team over there. So for us to play the way we did and get the job done, and then just for me, that was a special goal in my career for sure.
Brett Kulak, your overtime hero. A stud last night for the Avalanche on defense because of the injury to Sam Malinsky, because of Cale. We'll have to talk a little bit about Cale Makar because he clearly is hurting. And Jack Achon, who was just overmatched overtime game, he played a grand total of 3.5 minutes. So they were really riding their defensemen last night, and Kulak played 20, almost 27 minutes. He was out there, rock solid on defense, goal and an assist, and the overtime winner, and making history. He's the first player in NHL history to play 25 or more games for 3 different teams in the same season. How about that? Edmonton, Pittsburgh, and now the Avalanche, and was the hero last night. And by the way, also helped set another NHL record as he was the 16th different goal scorer for the Avs in this series, which sets an NHL record for most different goal scorers in a series. And the Avs did in 5 games. Wow. Depth, depth, depth.
Yeah, I mean, it really shows you the quality depth that they have. And you know, it's not always going to be the McKinnons and the McCarrs. It's the other guys have to step up. If you want to do something special, you're going to have the other guys step up, and the Avs have. And you talk about McCarr and the injury. That's why it was so important to be done with this series and be able to rest up before you get to the Western Conference Finals. So hopefully that helps him heal up a little bit, Mark, and be ready to go for the Western Conference Finals. But I look at it and I'm like, Natchez. I mean, how great were those 2 assists? The one that set up McKinnon, right, finding the guy that needed the puck in that moment, and obviously McKinnon tied it up. But to be able to have the patience there in overtime and go around the goal and come back and just be patient and find
Kulak.
Find good old Brett there, Kulak. But a lot of guys would have just shot that,
sure.
I believe. But Natchez,
I was screaming, shoot it, right?
When he came around, I thought for sure. When he came around the backside of the goal,
sure,
I thought for sure he's going to shoot it.
Yep.
You know, sometimes they try the wrap around, and that never goes in. It's like, okay, that was fun. And then when he got to the middle there, then it's like, okay, I figured he was going to fire a shot, but the patience there to let Kulak, get in that opening, and that says a lot about Natchez.
Right, and the goaltender, even Wallstedt, even thought like he committed to that.
That's right.
Then he gets it out to Kulak. You ought to know by now, right?
What?
And
who?
Well played.
Yes, Billy Joel.
Kudos to you.
Come on,
who?
Billy Joel.
What is it?
Brett Kulak. You ought to know by now. 25 games with 3 different teams. That's ridiculous, man.
It's a deep pull, but I respect it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really deep pull.
I don't even, because it's so deep that I don't even know what you're talking about.
What song is that from?
Driving a Cadillac, you ought to know by now.
But what was the rest of the song? And what's the name of the song?
Big Shot. You had to be a big shot, didn't ya?
Oh, okay.
Had to prove it to the
Maybe
crowd.
we can come in with that next.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good song.
I didn't
Billy
know what
Joel's
it was.
Got great stuff.
Yeah. No, he does. But I did get an update on you and your situation. I went out there, and all I did was going to get some coffee, and I just said, "Hey, is Mark still in trouble?" Yes. Just like that. Yes. I said,
wow.
I said, yes, this is awesome.
It was the greatest coffee trip of your life, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
It hasn't. It's still in effect.
Yeah.
Just a quick, terse yes.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
I don't know who's in more trouble, though. Me or you for putting Lana's business in the streets.
Oh, about what?
About Cody's attack on Lana.
I know. You weren't supposed to bring that up again.
Oh, you did that in the morning when she wasn't in the car.
Right.
My fault. Oh, my fault.
She's definitely listening now.
I totally forgot.
What a mistake that Stink just made right there.
I can't believe I said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the details of the blood that was on her leg.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
So sorry.
On his birthday? Shoot. On Cody's 8th birthday?
On his 8th birthday, he went into attack mode.
Hey, let us hope that John Breach from CBSSports.com is that he's got sources, because some schedule leaks in advance of the full schedule coming out later has the Broncos all over prime time.
Oh, yeah.
And not just prime time, coveted prime time. So we already know about Broncos Chiefs First Monday night game of the season. Okay, that's just the appetizer. If some of these reports that we're getting are true, they'll also play the day after Thanksgiving in the Black Friday game in Pittsburgh. And how about this one? Christmas Day. Broncos expected to be against the Bills, but not to be determined. But this report has the Broncos at home Christmas Day, the 2:30 game on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Right now it's TBA, but speculation is that it's going to be against the Bills.
I like it.
So how about that? We could be looking at first Monday night game, day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Day.
Wow.
Dude, that's big time.
That's huge.
That is big time. They fully expect Bo Nix's ankle to be just fine.
Stop.
Just fine.
Well, it was an expected, scheduled.
Yeah.
Scheduled
it was
cleanup.
Unscheduled, scheduled cleanup.
Right.
So
everything's going to be good.
Right. Yeah.
No worries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we shouldn't be worried, right?
No. That was
He'll be
That was
fine.
the sixth unexpected expected surgery.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
So it's all rumors, speculation, leaks, but some of these leaks are getting confirmed pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So
the leaks are it's
ridiculous.
legit.
It's ridiculous.
Really? I love it.
You like the leaks?
I love the leaks.
Why?
I'm all about the leaks.
Oh, I don't like leaky
I'm
leaks.
about the
No
leaks.
leaks.
Love
for
the
me.
leaks.
Just give it to me all at once. I
No.
want to unwrap everything at once.
So you're open all your presents Christmas morning.
Yes.
Not one of those like open a gift on Christmas Eve and then.
No.
I'm actually with you on that too.
Okay, thank you.
I don't believe that either.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't. Do you,
Like some people open all their gifts on Christmas Eve.
No,
We
no.
can't be friends if you do that.
Okay.
But I kind of
What
get
about
the
this, though?
one or two on Christmas Eve.
I do
but
one,
even then, I'm not a big fan.
One
of that.
small gift Christmas Eve under the tree you can open.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah.
We do that.
I like leaving it all for Christmas.
How do you know it's a small gift?
Well,
Do you get to
because-
pick? Does the person that bought it get to give it to you? How does that work?
Yeah. You know what the little tiny
Okay,
package.
we got a break.
knick-knack,
You got
paddywhack.
other things you need.
Yeah, you need
might
to go-
want to go.
you need
try
to go
smooth
talk to
things over.
boss.
'cause
No, man.
Clearly-
I'm just gonna hide. I'm gonna hide here
You're still
in the studio
you're
and act like
still
I'm working.
in trouble. All right, coming up next, how did the Avalanche pull off that comeback for the ages? That's next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg that the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, 'cause now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Mountain High Appliance. Hey guys, this Memorial Day, your kitchen upgrade starts now at Mountain High Appliance. Memorial Day savings are happening through June 3rd at Mountain High Appliance showroom. Save up to 40% plus get $750 in exclusive local rebates and shop with confidence thanks to their price match guarantee, knowing you're not going to get a better price anywhere else. Right now, stainless steel kitchen packages start at just $19.99. Stainless steel dishwasher start at $369. And freezer start at only $199. Looking for even bigger savings? Head over to the Denver Clearance Center and save up to 70% on all your favorite brands. Guys, with professional delivery and installation, they are trusted local experts. You can always buy with confidence, knowing you're going to get all the information you need to make the right decision for your family. Visit Mountain High Appliance Showroom in Littleton or Louisville, or stop by the Clearance Center right there in Denver. Shop in person or online at mountainhighappliance.com. That's mountainhighappliance.com.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 300 new Toyota Tacomas, only $399 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. $399 a month Tacomas, built for the Rockies. Priced for you. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here, go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. Zero security deposit. Unapproved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 6/126.
All right, fellas, Mark Schlereth here for some real talk. If you're over 50, there's a good chance you're dealing with an enlarged prostate. Getting up at night, weak stream, all of it. Here's good news. You can get a procedure called PAE, prostate artery embolization. That's a minimally invasive procedure that's done through a tiny pinhole, and you're home the same day. Colorado Advanced Endovascular in Lakewood has top-tier interventional radiologists and a boutique setting with personalized care you won't find anywhere else. Visit coloradoae.com to schedule a consultation. That's coloradoae.com.
Brandon Stokley from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
When you've been hurt after a traumatic car crash, you don't need a sales pitch from an attorney with big promises and a loud voice. You need a team who fights for real results fast. That's why so many across the country choose the Berg Simpson Law Firm. Berg Simpson is nationally recognized, but is local right here in Colorado. So give us a call and let our team fight for the results you deserve today.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Career advice.
That would suck. If only I knew somebody that could tell me what it's like to be fired from their job.
Oh, shoot. Holy cow. Method acting.
I play the role of big dumb idiot really well.
And questionable job security.
Mike, do you like that question?
I do like that question.
Pretty soon we won't need you anymore, buddy. So don't get too comfortable.
Okay.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Just absolutely reveling, basking in the glow of that thrilling, boy. If you were there, lucky you. I mean, that's sports, baby. That was everything you want. Drama, excitement. Everything on display as the Avalanche come back from a 3-0 deficit, looking dead in the water. They pull the goalie. They climb back, but they save their heroics at the end. 2 goals in the span of a couple minutes in the final 3.5 minutes of the game to force overtime, and then almost a sense of just a matter of when, not if. And the unlikely hero, Brett Kulak, on a beautiful dish from Marty Necas, they get the win. And now 8-1. And I went back and comped the Avs through these first 2 rounds versus the other 3 Stanley Cup winning teams. This is the best start to a run by a team that went on to win a Stanley Cup, and we hope will win a Stanley Cup through 2 rounds at 8-1. So now we wait the winner of Vegas and Anaheim in the Western Conference Finals. Game 6 of that series coming up tonight. Vegas up 3-2, but can Joel Quenneville's Ducks keep this series alive? How did they pull off the comeback last night, Jared Bednar?
I think the belief started to grow when we, it just starts with one shift, and then we were able to sustain it, and our second period was fantastic, right? Like it just was. And so you got a lot of guys back on board, I think, at that point. It's leadership, it's guys digging in personally as a line, just kind of trying to figure it out on the fly.
Nathan MacKinnon saying, yeah, this was the best comeback win of his career.
That building was special tonight. It was so loud. That's why you play the game. For those reasons right there, the excitement when Cooley scored, it's just a really cool moment for everybody, I think, and we get a little time off now. But yeah, that was a tough series.
How about Gabe's reaction after MacKinnon scored? He just kind of held his hands up to the heavens like, thank God. And what a shot. I mean, I think that was equal parts relief and equal parts, oh my God, that was sick. That was sick, that kind of goal.
Yeah, what a win. What a way to finish that series off. You didn't want to go back to Minnesota. Needed to get it done. Didn't look good. Yeah, those are the special ones. Those are the ones you'll never forget. So great job closing that series out, getting out of round 2 finally, and getting some good rest. Get ready to go for the Western Conference Finals. So what a win that was.
Just a big-time effort, and it just wasn't – I just keep going back to the patience and how – like the likelihood of becoming frustrated because there wasn't any open ice. There wasn't a lot of great shots. There was they were grimy, greasy tip-ins. Parker was a tip-in. Drury was a tip-in to make it 3-2. It was parking yourself in front of the net. It was not clean. I mean, and they just kept – the pressure on, and on top of that, they were able to maintain their defensive integrity and didn't give up. They gave up, 10 shots? Or 7 shots?
7 shots over the final 2 periods and overtime. Yeah, they gave up 13 shots in the first period, and then they just locked it down. 7 shots the rest of the way.
Ridiculous. Just and your ability, it's tough. When you just when you're in a situation where you're not putting up, you're not getting a lot of great scoring chances. You're not when you're just grinding, and you're waiting for something good to happen, it can become frustrating. But man, they stayed the course.
How much of a correlation is there between their ability to come back in this game and the fact that they've had so many contributions from so many guys? Like the depth has been on display overwhelmingly. 16 different goal scorers in this series. That's an NHL record. How much the fact that so many guys have been contributing throughout the course of these playoffs, how much did that assist in being able to come back? The idea that it's not like everybody on that bench was just looking down to, MacKinnon and Necas and a couple of guys to go out and save us. It was like, because everybody's been contributing, was there that belief up and down the bench that I can go make a play to help turn this around? I mean, why not me?
Sure.
Right? I mean, does that kind of correlate between?
Yeah, I just think anytime you've got great depth and you've got great chemistry and you've got guys that can step in and do something special, they want those opportunities. They want to earn those opportunities. They want to earn kind of the pat on the head from the big fellas, from the McKinnons of the world and everybody else. And so, man, they're just a damn good hockey team. They're a damn good hockey team. They've got a ton of confidence, and they've got a ton of guys that can impact you. And they've done it the last couple of games without a couple of big-time performers, Lehkonen and
Malinsky.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's just it really is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to win it all if you don't, if you just got a couple dudes. I mean, you need other guys to step up in the playoffs, and they've had that. And what'd you say, 16 guys?
Yeah.
Scored
Mm-hmm.
in 5 games?
Yeah.
That's remarkable. I mean, it just shows you how well this team has been constructed and put together by the front office.
Yeah, give Chris McFarland, and he's up for the GM of the Year award.
That would be the Scotty O'Brien Award.
Yes, the
Scotty O'Brien.
Scotty O'Brien. Who's Scotty O'Brien? Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know. I think it's the Jim Gregory Award.
Okay.
But anyway, give credit because it seems like almost after every Avalanche season that hasn't ended in a cup, has ended with them not making it past the second round. And you go and you look at the reasons why, and for me, it's always been lack of secondary scoring, lack of a supporting cast. And Chris McFarland's worked his butt off over the last couple of years. Nobody's made more moves than Chris McFarland to try to find that winning combination. And as you always like to say, Mark, in pro sports, it's a do-good league, not a try-hard league. And while he has tried exceptionally hard and made a number of moves, and a lot of moves that at the time looked really good on paper, they didn't work out, right? But this year, again, stayed aggressive, kept making moves, and boy, it looks like he got the winning formula this year. Because you look up, and I mean, just in a game like last night, and you see the contributions. You see a guy like Kulak. Okay, he was brought in this year. A guy like Brent Burns, who was signed that 1-year deal late in the process before last season, and the year he's gone on to have. And you look at a guy like Nazem Kadri brought in, Nicholas Waugh brought in, and even some of the guys that have been brought in over the last couple of years, guys like Jack Drury, who have made these key contributions, but adding to that depth that has been a weakness for this team in the past, but is on overwhelming display so far in these playoffs.
I think one of the things they talked about on the broadcast is, that you thought it was done when they got Waugh, and then all of a sudden they get Kadri, right, or something of that nature.
Yeah, right
at the end, and then Kadri taking over because he's got the left-handed shot from that side, and and that was a Rantanen thing, and how all the pieces just fit.
Yep.
And what a phenomenal job of not only getting the right guys, but the right pieces to fit to make sure that you've got every area covered.
Coming up next, I thought it was just kind of a gag, but you did step in it while I was gone yesterday, and I found out just how much just a few minutes ago. So details on that coming up after I tell you about how summer's calling, and we're going to send you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You'll get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today.
Down 3 goals. The Avalanche refuse to quit. Colorado storms back from a 3-0 deficit, forces overtime, and wins it in thrilling fashion to eliminate Minnesota. Incredible! And punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Ball Arena erupted as the Avs completed an unforgettable rally for the ages. Now, the quest for the cup rolls on. Your Avs are just 8 wins away from Lord Stanley. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. The biggest problem with your home are the ones you can't see yet. With windows, the window itself is only part of it. In Colorado, it's sun, it's temperature swings, it's the wind, exposes every single weakness. A well-built window can fail if installation isn't right. The installation determines what actually lasts and protects your home. And with siding, by the time it looks bad on the outside, the real damage is done underneath. Moisture, expansion, contraction, In Colorado, that happens faster than most people expect. You don't see the problem until it's already a big one. That's why I trust Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, because they focus on actually what makes your home hold up long term. They've spent over 50 years serving Denver and the Front Range. They've seen every kind of Colorado home and every kind of Colorado weather. They know what it takes to get it done right here, guys. Right now, 25% off Infinity by Marvin, fiberglass windows, 20% off at James Hardy Siding. Premium products installed the right way by people who understand this climate and this temperature. Guys, it's done right the first time, every time. So for more information or a free consultation, reach out to them at windowsforyourhome.com. That's windowsforyourhome.com.
Growing a business is hard enough. Figuring out where to advertise shouldn't be a thing that holds you back. Your customers are listening to this station. Heck, you are. They're streaming Denver's biggest games on their TVs. They're tuned into the podcasts everyone's talking about. We help you show up in all three with one plan, one team, and results you can actually see. We've helped businesses like yours grow for years. Let us show you how. Visit DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us.
Stoke here for ROX, Rocks Heating and Air. Are you in the market for a new air conditioner? Well, hold on. You need to think about a heat pump. My team at ROX are Colorado's heat pump experts and rebate specialists. Get up to $12,000 in energy rebates and credits. These savings are incredible, but they're only available for a limited time. Only at ROX, Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX, Rocks Heating and Air.
Your medication for enlarged prostate is working. That's what you tell yourself. You're up 3 times a night instead of 5. The urgency is manageable. The stream's not great, but it's fine. That's the problem. Fine. Enlarged prostate, or BPH, doesn't pause because the medication takes the edge off. The prostate keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder. And over time, those changes can be harder to reverse. But surgery? Not for you, right? Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing. It's the only ultrasound-guided, robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Don't wait until things become unbearable. Find an Aquablation urologist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567. 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Me. That's on me, Whiplash.
So
I'm tapping the chest.
So let's bring you behind the curtain here. A little.
Yeah, you thought we were playing around.
A little internal fan drama going on here,
Really?
right?
Really?
Yeah,
So,
it's because of you, Mark. What do you mean, really?
But
you did
I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
I'm feeling some sense of responsibility here because you apparently stepped in it a little bit yesterday on the air, and Stoke reveled in it and made it a point to ask.
Stoke kind of led me into it.
Ask the boss.
No.
I think he led me into it.
I did not have anything to do with you.
I think you did.
Doing what you did, but then after you did it, right away, Johnny Whiplash walks in and is like, you can't do that anymore,
Yeah.
Mark. I have gotten reprimanded right away.
Yeah,
That's a no-no.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Hey,
holy cow, that is.
I've learned from my mistakes.
And then you this morning were just kind of like wedge driving. You like went up to our boss lady and said, "Is Mark still in trouble?" Yes,
right away.
Yeah, before you even got the whole question out. So then I'm like, okay, how bad is it really, right? So I go walking out during
You're
one of the
gonna
last breaks.
smooth it out for me.
I just I just walked out. I wasn't even planning on because I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Right.
Immediately, she's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to take any more time off because without you here, Mark stepped in it bad." I'm like, really?
Wow.
And then now the enormity of what's happened has hit me, and I'm like, you're right. I apologize because that would never have happened if I was here.
That's right.
I would have squelched it quickly.
Right.
And John Davis is awesome, but he can't control.
Right, Mark bullies him.
He bullies
yeah,
him.
Mark's a big bully.
Intimidates
Yeah.
him. And,
I was like a bull in a china
John
closet.
is kind of like, wow, you're Mark Schlereth.
Right.
Oh,
you want to talk about this? Okay, let's talk about this for 8 minutes of the segment.
Right.
Yes.
So we let him get away with
right.
it.
That's what he did.
I would have cut that off like quickly. So
man,
thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to be able to take time off for very valuable things.
What is it? E2 Brutus? Like
A2 Brute or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. I
Take
mean,
the knives out of my back.
Right, you just over there. I mean, fanning the flames, Mr. Fan the Flames. So if you just let it go, right, it just goes away.
Well, Evans keeps bringing it up.
Well, I didn't realize it was this big of a deal until
I've never seen you
unprovoked.
happier.
I was told
I've never seen you happy.
I was very happy.
You're not able to take time off now because
I'm usually the one getting in trouble.
You're
so.
the one that keeps Mark under control.
Right,
and
you can't
weren't
go
here to do it yesterday.
You can't go the Summer of Evans.
No,
there's going to be no Summer of Evans for you.
He had Summer of Evans last year. You can't repeat it. Unless you take a car trip again. I want you to take a car trip again because there's some good stories. The best one was when you just grab a handful of ice and just pull it right down your drawers.
By the
right
way,
down the front of my pants.
Did you hear
it was
the
so,
smell of that cloth seat? Your daughter's cloth seat's got to be terrible.
Yeah. Did Lana did Lana address you?
This is his attempt now.
Yeah. No, I have not. I've not
go
gotten
back on
the
the
offense.
offense. He's trying to go back on the offense now.
Oh, are you getting the silent treatment?
I have not gotten a response from her.
All right, so in case you missed it, Cody's celebrating a birthday today. Cody's 8.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody,
he attacked the wifey 2 nights ago, and she said, "Do not say it on air. Don't, because I don't." I'm like, the people love Cody, but we got to keep it 100. You know, they need to know who Cody is, and Cody is, like Evans brought up, Cody is bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have bipolar medicine for dogs? Is there bipolar?
Oh, I'm sure there's got to be some type of.
I think we need that for Cody.
Yeah.
But there was like a big paper bag from Petco, and it said Cody's birthday on it. So Cody's gonna be living it up today. So he attacked my wife because he stole the remote and he chews the remote.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets the remote and he'll just destroy a remote, right?
Yeah.
And so he had it in his mouth, and she kind of whacked it out, and he drew blood on the leg. On the leg.
Yeah.
It was not. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie Split?
No.
Okay. Starred James McAvoy, who had 23 distinct personalities.
Oh,
Okay. Forget about bipolar. Bi means 2.
Yeah.
Cody?
Try.
What
quad.
What is 26?
I don't know. I don't know. But 23 distinct personalities and struggles with a terrifying 24th personality known as the Beast.
Oh.
That's Cody.
That's Cody.
Yes.
Beast.
Cody is turning.
How many
turns
personalities
into the
right now? If you were just to lay it out here for us right now, how many different personalities have you seen Cody display?
That's a good question.
In any given day?
I would say probably about 5.
Yes, that's
probably
what I
about
thought.
5.
Yeah,
about 5. And he did pee. He broke into the bathroom this morning when I was in there, and I was like, "Oh, Cody, you know." And me and Cody are kind of bonded. I think it's something, and that may be why he just thought he could just attack his mom.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I walked into the kitchen, there it was. He had peed.
Mm-hmm.
It was fresh Fresh pea. I didn't have time to clean it up.
No,
I had to get to work.
Gotta get to work.
So, yeah.
Right. Busy.
So hopefully the wife saw
traffic coming out of the Rock. Yeah.
A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic
out of the
Wow.
Rock.
So, boy.
You guys still have snow in the Rock?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that snow's not melting for another 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
All right. Vegas or Anaheim? You got a preference?
Anaheim.
I agree.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like. I guess I have flashbacks and visions of Vegas a couple of years ago.
Don't.
I don't
It's not
like
the
it.
same. It's not the same Vegas.
Well, who is your?
I want Anaheim just simply from the standpoint that that'll be the more entertaining series because Anaheim, they're young, they're frisky, they're the classic example of they don't know what they don't know, and they're fun. And I think an Avalanche Anaheim series would be a blast. It'd be short, okay? It would be short.
But those are the scary teams, aren't they? The young team, the team that doesn't know, they don't feel the pressure. They're playing with house money. Isn't that the scarier team?
In your football world, yes.
Okay.
In a hockey world over 7 games, not so much.
Yeah, another reason why it's easier to win a Stanley Cup
than it is a Lombardi.
You got 7 games.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm rooting for Anaheim because I think that'll be very entertaining. We get reunited with Joel Quenneville.
That's awesome.
Q.
By the way.
Great stash.
Oh, Quinn? Oh, my gosh.
Great
that thing,
stash.
you could hide something in there.
That thing is like, I challenge you to a duel, kind of a.
Right. I say so.
Are you doing the Adelman?
No, that's
No,
that's different.
Give me the
That's
Adelman.
different. That's different.
See here, boys?
I say so. That's a dueling voice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. See here, boys? That's an Adelman. Totally different. Totally. Completely different.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's more dueling is more Southern gentleman.
Yes.
See here. We'll go, see here versus, I challenge you.
It's like Caliendo.
Yeah.
It's like sitting next to Caliendo.
Baby Caliendo.
It's like how he just goes and just
except
changes.
I just give you voices that nobody knows.
Right.
Like hey, let me do my neighbor.
Right.
It'd be like me doing my neighbor.
The
You've
good
never
news
heard my
is pretty
neighbor.
much every one of your voices emanates from Professor Zeus or Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes.
Basically. So
Right.
that's
I said, boy. Foghorn. I said, boy.
right. Same thing. Same exact thing.
I challenge you to a duel.
We never got to, because he's like a faux Caliendo, like he was a faux hog.
Faux hog.
We forgot about did
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we had the poster. Mike saw the poster.
No, did how was the reunion with the real hog?
I'll tell you, hold that story.
Are you sitting
Hold
at like
that
the
story.
baby table and like looking over there?
Were you at the hog table or the faux hog table? We'll find that out and more of your reaction as fans to last night's thriller. That's coming up next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. They also offer finance plans that come with no payments for 2 years. 5280 Exteriors is a locally owned company that has been in business for 20 years and knows the Colorado climate. They are a 2024 and 2025 James Hardy President's Club winner. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KRS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
My father started Williams Jewelers in 1947 as a humble little neighborhood jewelry shop, and I opened our Cherry Creek North store in 1973. I'm Bruce Williams.
And I'm Michelle Williams. I literally grew up here in the jewelry business, grading diamonds and gemstones and designing custom jewelry for families just like yours.
Here at Williams Jewelers, you'll find our curated collections, including Hearts on Fire, Lake of Bahar, Sloan Street, Mastaloni pearls, and dozens more.
And a diamond and bridal department with the latest engagement ring styles and wedding bands from Tacori, A. Jaffe, and Gabriel & Company.
Add to that Tag Heuer sporting watches and pre-owned Rolex timepieces, all at the guaranteed best prices in Colorado.
At Williams Jewelers, we're proudly old school Cherry Creek North, where people and sweet puppies are always welcome.
And where you'll always be treated just like our father would.
Like family.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
I don't want goalie controversy heading into Game 6. You go out and you don't perform well tonight, and then you're going to Minnesota for Game 6, and you look up, what is Bednar going to do? Blackwood goes out and gives up 6, and they lose 6-2. Just say you get whipped. Then you have to go to Wedgwood, but what is his confidence level at right now?
Into the slot, score! Johansson! Just 34 seconds in. What an opening shift for the Minnesota Wild. Stern towards the net. And the redirect, they score! It's Foligno! And now Stern blocked it across. 3-0!
The big rebound given up by Blackwood.
It's Nick Foligno again. Wow.
Just striving for excellence all season from the first day of camp, but I think losing the way we did last season, I mentioned it can kind of bring your team a little closer.
There's Bird down to the right point. The Avalanche are on the board. The redirect by Parker Kelly. It's now 3-1 Minnesota. Now Waugh. Back out for the Montaves. Score! Deflected in front by Fleury. And the Avalanche have fucked it out goal. Out to the point for Burns. Across it comes to Natchez. 6 Davis on the ice for the Avs. Here's McKinnon shooting it. He scores! He scores! The Avalanche tie the game at 3. Baroque Kaprizov. Cross ice. Goldie couldn't get the stick on it. Quickly ahead into the Minnesota zone. It's Natchez. Natchez. Shot. Score! Score! Kulak wins it. The Avalanche move on. Taking care of business.
Man, how good. Nice job there, Johnny. Johnny Whiplash putting that together. Good job there. And it's hearing that McKinnon highlight, the ding, and just, again, visualizing that shot. Like, we're sports fans, right? We're used to watching amazing athletes do amazing things all the time, to the point where it can become routine and you almost take it for granted. But I'm telling you, every once in a while, somebody does something that you're just, like, left, like I was last night, going, whoa, damn. That McKinnon goal, I mean, there are goals, and then there are goals. There are sniper shots, and then there are sniper shots. I mean, that thing was beyond exceptional, that shot. And it just, I mean, every time I see the highlight, every time I hear it, I'm just like, that shot was unbelievable.
Dude,
and in
it
that moment, you know, with the pressure ratcheted up like that, and for him to, you know, in a time where you're playing with the extra attacker and the empty net, it can lead to some chaos, you know. But his ability to just wait, be patient, measured, pick his spot, wham!
Right. I watched it. I watched that goal, I don't know how many times. 40 times, 30 times, whatever it was. And the vision, the kind of, like, I was looking at the space.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is like if you set a chunky soup can on his shoulder. Like, that was about the size of it. Chunky soup can. Maybe like a little, you know, when your kids were little and you got their first pair of, like, shoes and it comes in that tiny little box, that tiny little rectangle box?
Uh-huh.
That's about the size of the window.
This is getting worse and worse. Can we find something else to describe that little small window besides?
What's wrong with that?
A soup can
soup
and
cans
a
and
baby kids.
come up,
children,
super duper bad.
Yeah, I
come
agree.
up with your. Well, come up. Okay,
Super
what
duper
was
bad.
it? What was it?
I don't know. I'll throw that out to the RamosLaw.com. Help Mark out here, please, because
No,
this is
it
the
was-
second time that
How
you've
would
gone
you
down this road.
yeah,
It's only
let's do
getting
that.
worse and worse.
Text line, how would you best describe the space that McKinnon had to shoot
Over that
to
shoulder,
shoot
over that
to shoot
right
that puck?
shoulder in
Yeah.
front of the helmet with the crossbar right
You
there.
got worse.
It
So you
was
went from the
tight.
chunky soup can to like baby kids
Yeah.
shoebox.
Yeah.
That was worse.
No.
You're regressing, man.
No, I'm not. No,
Are you
gotta
feeling
have
the
a
pressure
vision.
from getting in trouble yesterday?
No, I don't.
Because
feel,
it feels
I
like
feel-
you might be feeling the pressure.
I
You're
don't feel-
buckling under
I
the
don't
pressure.
feel any pressure
Okay.
whatsoever.
Because
It was an amazing shot.
it was.
Just a great, great shot.
But like you said, in that moment, you just pulled the goalie. I didn't have much hope they were going to be able to get one in the net. I thought you're going to shoot it wide. It's going to get stopped, and they're going to score an empty netter. And we're going to be going back to damn Minnesota for Game 6, the last thing that we wanted. So that was awesome. What a comeback.
And afterwards, I don't know whether it was the jubilation of the win, the relief of the win, but Jared Bednar, I love this answer. And as somebody that loves the idea of embracing and leaning into expectations and not shying away from it, his answer after the game, well, here it is.
I don't know how to say this without. Okay, how would you rather have it? You know, like every year I've been here after my second year, it's like cup or bust, cup or bust. Well, we've won one cup. It's hard to win. Okay, that's number one. But I wouldn't want it any other way. I don't think our players would want it any other way. I don't think the players that join our team at the deadline, the guys that have been here for years, would want it any other way. Now, you're leaving yourself open to a lot of criticism because it's always just like cup or bust, and every time you lose in the first round, second round, whatever it is, you know, people are going to get on you because you didn't win the cup.
I love that. I'm sorry. I just love that. In a time where increasingly in sports you see teams that are content to give you the illusion that they're trying to compete. They're kind of half into competing, but not really. You make the comment all the time. I couldn't agree more, Stink, that you look at the NFL right now, and there's probably only about 8 or 10 teams that are genuinely trying to win, and there are probably even less than that are really committed with the idea of we're all about trying to win a Super Bowl. And so in that kind of environment that exists in sports, when you have a guy who comes out and says, look, we acknowledge it. It is cup or bust. And that to me, Stoke, is a big admission because when you leave yourself in that ultimate pass-fail, if you don't reach it, you do open yourself up for a lot of criticism. But the fact that we've always known that to be the case or suspected that was the case over there. But I just, to hear it like that every once in a while and to hear it that blunt, I don't know. As a fan, I just admire how willing they are to say, yeah, it is that or bust for us.
That he spoke it into existence, that he said it into a microphone. I mean, we know that's the case.
Yeah.
Right? When you have a team as talented as they have been for the past since they won the cup, and even before that, I mean, that's the expectations. That's the goal. Bednar sounded relieved. Didn't he sound like he was just like in such a good mood?
Gee, I wonder why he felt so relieved,
My
Stoke.
goodness.
I love you guys.
He sounded so different than normal press conferences after games, which, you could tell the
Do you think there's any organizational pressure to play Blackwood, and then he all of a sudden had to say, finally, I don't have to do it anymore?
I would say
they spent a lot of money on Blackwood.
Yeah.
He's got all the traits. He's got all this, that. Do you think there was any organizational pressure at all?
That's a fair question. What do you think?
No, I don't. It is a fair question, but I would say absolutely not. I mean, you think, well, who would give it to him? McFarland? Come on. It's like Joe Sakic ain't doing that, right?
They gave me my first chance.
I think you look at Bednar, and I don't think he would allow that.
No.
He's been here. He's won a cup. I don't think he would let them put the pressure to play Blackwood. I mean, and I don't think they would. I think
why do you think he kept going to this tandem thing? Why do you think he made the decision to play Blackwood and then ultimately pull him?
Because, honest answer, because I think they look at Scott Wedgwood, and while they love Wedgwood and they love what he's done for them, they still view him as a journeyman backup goalie.
Yeah.
Who has captured lightning in a bottle this year and has been really, really good, has exceeded their expectations, but to them, they see a guy that has a ceiling.
His ceiling has been
established. And that he's been just out kicking his coverage pretty much all season long, but that there might be an expiration date on that. And they like Blackwood. They like Blackwood for a reason. They've paid him. But yeah, I'm going to give the Avalanche. That's not the way they're wired over there. Hey, maybe next year in the regular season, hey, let's try to get return on our investment type thing. But in the playoffs, no. I think it just came down to he believes in the tandem system. He believes in Blackwood. He has maybe some reservations about Wedgie, and that's why he did what he did. But at this point, I mean,
what you're saying, Mark?
It's over.
What you're saying?
It's got to be over, right? Now
you're saying that we have the promo pound sand morons.
Yeah,
that's what Bednar would tell him.
Yeah,
because
I agree. I agree with you. I'm just asking the question.
No, I know. You listen to him. He says cup or bust.
Yeah,
but you think he's going to listen and let them tell him who to play in the net?
I also don't think that. I don't think anybody in that front office is telling him that either. I cannot. Agree. There's no way Joe Sakic would ever do it, and I don't think there's any way Chris McFarland would say, "Hey, listen, Jared. I did give up a lot to get Blackwood, and we've been trying to search for that goalie, and we went through the whole Georgiev thing and everything like that. I mean, come on, this is our guy. Let's get him out there. No way."
Bednar would say, "Good for you, bud."
Yeah, he would, but I got too much respect for Chris. I don't think McFarland would ever put that kind of pressure on him. No way. No
but
way.
now we know. Look, it's to Mark's point. It doesn't matter what happens. Wedgwood's the guy. He's the guy. We don't even need to talk about it anymore.
Right.
So that's just the way it's going to be moving forward. That's what it has to be.
We're sure?
100%.
99% sure.
Oh, 99.
Mike Evans, 99% sure.
Right.
Yep.
Which one of my 99s?
Mark Reynolds, 99?
Utah Olympics? Salt Lake Olympics?
Yeah.
Which 99 we talking about here?
Oh.
There have been a few.
Yeah, there have been.
All right.
But this one is rock solid. This one's more solid. I'm going to say this is more solid than my Aaron Rodgers to the Broncos prediction.
Oh, wow.
That thing was rock solid.
Oh,
rock solid.
Well, speaking of the Broncos, some juicy rumblings and rumors and speculation about primetime Bronco games. I'm not talking just prime time. I'm talking prime time. That's next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, including MPG MVPs and Toyota certified with full warranties. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Don't wait. 50 vehicles priced under $15,000 won't last. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 6/1/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply. With approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
We've got unbelievable prices on appliances this Memorial Day. Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. We're talking stainless dishwashers starting at just $369, chest freezers for $199, or an entire stainless steel kitchen for only $19.99. Plus, we'll match any local competitor's price. Hurry in. Memorial Day savings are going on now at Mountain High Appliance. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
O'Reilly.
Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Natural Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Save $2 on all Xerox antifreeze and coolant. Receive 2 times O Rewards points and get $5 back after rebate when you buy $15 or more of select Armor All car care products. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When production shifts, your workforce has to keep up. Express Employment Professionals is your best resource for hiring. Find your local team at expresspros.com and hire differently.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
It was a great the Campbell soup chunky can. Our texters came up with so much better ones. Okay, well, of course.
A little kid's shoebox? Are you serious?
Yes.
That was even worse than the chunky candle.
The chunky soup Campbell thing was great.
All right.
We could have got a chunky. We probably could have got a chunky soup sponsorship for
really?
the show, and then you guys blew it up. Me just trying to raise all boats.
Right, that's what
I
you
do.
do. That's what
I
you
try
do.
to unselfishly trying to raise all boats, and you guys just shutting it down. All right, so what did you come up with?
All right, so here's what the
Mr.
listeners-
Texter line.
The text line, we asked the question, how would you best describe the small window that Nathan McKinnon had to shoot into for that game-tying goal? Steve from FOCO. That opening was about as small as Adelman's side mouth.
Oh.
You see now, boy?
Here now, boy.
That's a good point. When he does that little,
Yeah.
that's what Nathan McKinnon was shooting into.
It was bigger than that, though.
All right.
But go ahead.
All right.
I like that, though.
It was the size of Mike Evans' tiny Nuggets hat.
Now that was good.
Yes.
That was good.
We need to
Arvada.
Superimpose the tiny Nuggets hat in that little
That's
window.
how limited that space was.
You need to bring that back for one day.
I will.
We need an appearance of that. Just like y'all needed Cody to see him on video, and we had fun with Cody, and we need to have fun with that hat.
All right, well, we'll
bring
do
it
that.
back.
I'll bring that hat back. You'd think by now I would have got rid of it. But
no, you
know
got to
what?
keep it.
No, too nostalgic.
It's part of the show. It's part of the history of this show.
Once we're done with it here, I'll send it to the Smithsonian.
So what else you got?
What else we got?
I don't know if anything's going to beat the little.
Let's see.
the
2
tiny
slices
hat.
of Detroit-style pizza.
But that's better than Campbell's soup can.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
not better than Cannibal Soup can. It's better than the shoebox. I'll give you that.
That space was just barely tighter than Evans in non-husky pants.
Oh.
Bedazzled jeans.
Be like you in a pair of skinny jeans. Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Gross. This is gross.
We ought to get you a pair. John Davis was wearing some yesterday.
Oh,
you know.
He's got the frame for it.
Yeah, he's got the frame for it.
Because he's got
right.
no butt and just
Yeah,
skinny
and-
legs.
but then he lets it sag.
Yeah.
You know, that's his style.
Yeah.
I just think those
think about Evans
pants
in
would
some,
squish your yarbles.
Just think about Evans with those on, letting them sag.
No.
What that look? Oh,
No,
oh
my
we
God.
got to do
With
that
a little Dunlap over
with like
the,
a
little Dunlap over the side there.
with a Wu Tang shirt on.
Yeah, just a furry pink Dunlap.
Just a little muffin top there.
All right. Look like look like a possum coming out, after very like little newborn baby pig with just a little fur on it, mostly pink.
Mostly pink. Splotchy pink.
Yeah.
Baby pig.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
New York, London, Paris, Munich, everybody.
All right. Hey, listen.
Back to that.
It was a fun night, but
Great night.
took a little after a game like that. That's not one of those games. Hey, wow, what a thrilling victory! All right, let's go to bed. Time to go to bed. No, I mean that took a while to wind down for that one, so we might be getting a little bit punchy. The Broncos full schedule release coming out today. A lot of pressure on the Broncos social media team. It's now gotten to the point where it's a serious competition among all the NFL teams, social media teams, for what you come up with for the schedule release. Give credit where credit's due. The Chargers, Mark's Chargers, might be the best of the bunch when it comes to what they come up with every year. Broncos just need to, look, play the hits. It's like we just heard from Billy Joel. Play the hits.
Yep.
Get Peyton Manning involved somehow, and don't overthink it.
Right. Yeah.
And don't have Russ come back.
No. I mean, if they really wanted to take it to the next level, they could have had cameos by us.
Oh my gosh.
Let's take it to the next level. But
killed
you got to have Manning. You got to have Manning. I mean, they strayed from Manning one year, and they went to Sir Lewis, and it was just terrible.
Bad.
The food deal or something. It was terrible. So
not good.
So you got to bounce back. We need some Peyton Manning.
Okay.
If you have Peyton at the bare minimum, it's going to be good.
So the Broncos, after what they did last year, you knew they'd be on the network's radar for primetime games. But if what we're hearing with some of these leaks and rumors and speculations true, they're not just showing up on primetime. They are in primetime. So we already know about the first Monday night game, week 1 in Kansas City. Well, now what is gaining more and more traction that looks like it's got to happen is Black Friday. The Black Friday game that's now a thing on Amazon will be Broncos at Steelers the day after Thanksgiving. So, by the way, the Thanksgiving smorgasbord is unbelievable. Whether you like it or not, and come on, we're football fans, Thanksgiving Eve there's going to be a game.
Who is it?
Packers and Rams.
Yes.
Packers. Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
That's really good.
And then Thanksgiving Day, which will be Lions and Bears, Eagles and Cowboys, Bills and Chiefs.
Bills and Chiefs.
What a day.
And then Friday, Broncos at Steelers. And get ready, because this one's also gaining traction, Christmas Day. Football at Mile High on Christmas Day. Broncos hosting.
Okay.
Opponents still be determined, but the speculation is the Bills. Broncos, Bills, Christmas Day, 2:30 at home.
Love it. That's awesome.
So how about that?
What a game. Rematch of the AFC divisional playoff game.
Yeah,
Dude.
we'll see if we can, get an interception that Buffalo fans don't think is an interception.
Right.
Another one of those.
By the way, we know where Mark will not be broadcasting Week 4.
Well, wait a minute.
Well, why are you taking a shot at Mark?
Yeah, I mean, what happened here?
It's fun.
Okay, so because it's fun. You're right. I'm about to take a shot at him in 1 second. Go ahead.
So the Panthers are playing the Lions. Sunday Night Football. The Panthers.
Well, yeah, I don't do Sunday night.
I know you won't be, but
it's my Panthers.
But they are your Panthers. But if they're now
I'll
worthy
probably
of
get a phone call from the crew, don't you think?
Yeah.
Just to check in, like you've done the first 3 Panther games,
right?
Like,
can you help us?
Can you give us some insight?
I think Collinsworth will probably call you.
Right.
Hey, Stink. Listen, I know nothing about the Panthers.
Yeah, I've never done a Panthers.
I haven't
game.
called one of their games ever.
Ever.
So can you brush me up on the Panthers? You having done their last 3 games.
Yes.
Yeah.
When do you find out all the terrible games that you're going to be calling this year? Like when is that? When do you get it? Whenever the schedule comes out, you're looking at the worst games possible.
The worst games possible.
Saints.
Just
Falcons.
Week
okay,
1,
I'll be doing that.
Just look
game.
at Fox games. That's all you have to look at.
We could.
I'll tell you what. We'll have that game.
The worst.
We'll do that
Yes!
game. Let's do that game. Forget about
Mark
wins and
Schlereth
losses.
How many?
games.
Oh, and we should put a chart up.
Yes,
and
we
see
should.
which games I get.
Once we have the
How
whole
close we
schedule
are.
out,
Right.
the whole schedule will be laid out, and we'll know if they're a Fox game.
And that's coming out
today.
Today.
And they'll all be listed. And so what we'll do is we'll go week by week predicting what game Mark gets.
Week 1.
Week 1. I like that.
That'll be fun.
Oh, that's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's just going to be awesome.
It'll be Panthers,
a lot of
Falcons, Saints, Jacksonville.
Well, Jacksonville's
Jacksonville's
good.
number 1.
That's true.
now.
No, you won't get Jacksonville.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the AFC South, you're
I'll
thinking
get
about
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, a lot of Tennessee games.
I
this
get
year.
Tennessee Jets is week 1.
Tennessee Jets week 1.
That'd be great.
Yeah. How about a lot of Cardinals games this year?
Cardinals games.
And it's close flight for you.
Yes.
You'll be killing the
You'd
Cardinals.
like that. Cardinals
all year.
games, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a lot of mileage, so I'm not getting the United mileage normally I would get.
All right. Great day, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Great stuff.
You guys are a couple swell chaps.
Yes, we are. She here. We're
Yeah,
we're cool guys. All right. Coming up next, we have Dover and Cecil. They'll continue the good times, reacting to and celebrating a thrilling classic series clinching win on to the Western Conference Finals. Go the Colorado Avalanche. Dover and Cecil coming up next.
Down 3 goals. The Avalanche refuse to quit. Colorado storms back from a 3-0 deficit, forces overtime, and wins it in thrilling fashion to eliminate Minnesota. Incredible! And punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Ball Arena erupted as the Avs completed an unforgettable rally for the ages. Now, the quest for the cup rolls on. Your Avs are just 8 wins away from Lord Stanley. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate, and there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567, 720-637-9567.